The aliens sending the drones at us. Lil Baby said he ain't effing with Gunna, and Chief Keef breaking up happy homes. It's almost Christmas, but don't worry, we got the mess for you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, hit that like button. While you at it, hit that notification bell, cause Dennis Rodman, we spared you this episode. Man, you a bad father. But hey, it's almost Christmas time. It's your boy, Feel Supreme, Jesse J, Feel Supreme 305, with my co-host
Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. Happy holidays from Tales from the Crib. We are here. This is going to be a Christmas Eve episode. Hope you're having a great holiday. Hope you get everything for Christmas. But we'll hear about the gossip. We'll hear about the drama. We're going to see who Santa brought some coal to and what's next on Tales from the Crib.
Facts, man. We're trying to see who naughty and nice. So we got to say it twice.
You got to say it twice.
Man, hey.
I had to say it thrice.
Hey, man, we still praying. We still praying for free Tory Lanez. But don't worry about that. He gonna be out real soon from what Whack 100 say. But hey, we're gonna tell you more about that here today. Tales from the Crib, episode 186, baby. And yes,
Were you on Santa's good list this year, co-host? Or were you on the naughty list?
Of course, man.
Comment down below, were you on the naughty list?
I've been eating my vegetables. I've been brushing my teeth. I've been doing
Don't smell like it.
Hey, yo.
I bet it stank, don't it?
It's the Bacardi.
And cola. But welcome to the episode. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone that watches the show. Subscribe, like, and comment. Welcome to the Tales from the Crib Christmas podcast extravaganza.
And for all my bees out there, man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to represent.
My co-host is going to get us jumped one day. But besides that, let's get into the topics. Let's get into the drama. It is time to start the show. We got Snow in the background and Charlemagne, but we got Lil Baby. Lil Baby said it's not cool with Kendrick Lamar. Not like us. He did not like it. Or Gunna. He said ain't cool with no rats.
Man, this thing right here is crazy. I mean, they've been saying this for a while, ever since, the whole little Young Thug and Gunna, the Young Thug and Gunna situation happened, and they still saying is Gunna really a rat? I mean, the case is over with. He ain't have to take no stand. He ain't do nothing, so he ain't really snitch. So
the video evidence would say otherwise, but
whatever, man. Hey, but we got a video right here of Lil Baby doing this rollout for his new album, Wham. That's coming out, and we got some more information to tell you about this that they didn't want to say. Stay tuned.
What's the relationship with you and Gunna right now?
I don't got no relationship,
Mm-hmm. The internet says you can't make hits without Gunna. So do you think y'all ever make music again?
The internet will say anything.
Mm-hmm.
How many hits I got?
The internet will do you wrong.
That don't even make sense.
Mm-hmm. How much do you pay attention to the internet?
Man, like, I only see what I gotta see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I try my best to just keep going and shit like that. I don't feed into that. I don't read comments and all that. Some shit just be the headline. You gotta see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I don't even get into shit like that.
I know Thug says what Wham says goes, but if Thug says, hey, I'm gonna get in the studio, I'm gonna make some music with Gunna, baby, I want you to participate, would you?
I don't see that happening. No, I'm just saying, like, I want you to participate. I don't know what nobody else would do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But just as far as me, you know what I'm saying?
You dropped the 350 record, and you said, ain't never saying nothing about it, nigga, you was a rat, and everybody thought you was talking about.
Yeah, but everybody, it's just the internet where they gonna create. I talk about rats in every song I had since I started rapping.
Mm-hmm. Word.
So now, it'd be like, they just create a narrative and go, I might not even be talking about a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
It's whoever a rat, you know what I'm saying?
So 4PF still exists?
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you heard Kendrick mention you in Not Like Us? He said Lil Baby helped you get your lingo up in reference to Drake. What'd you think when you heard that?
I ain't really into like that side of hip hop. So I don't really,
But you and Drake always had a good relationship. I mean,
Great
Drake helped you a lot.
Great relationship.
Yeah.
So, you kind of like, it's just with any situation, like, if you and him was arguing, why the hell you gonna say, you know?
Like, don't bring you in it.
Yeah, man, I don't wanna be having nothing to do with it. I be having, not saying whatever they got going on ain't real or nothing, but I feel like, to me, like, rapping and shit be my work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want that type of shit at work. You know what I'm saying? That's what, like, even you saying, like, what's your relationship with Gunna? I ain't hear it. I ain't in it for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on that.
Well, I brought that up just because of the music,
Right.
the music aspect of it. Because, you know, people, y'all made hits together. And some people want that again.
Right.
One thing I
You
got
want more Gunna and
course.
Baby hits?
Of course, I want more Gunna. But first off, wait. First off, we gotta answer this question here before we move on. Who's hotter, Lil Baby or Gunna?
Right now, I would
Right
say
now.
Gunna.
Exactly. See,
I'm not gonna be honest, but I think it's ridiculous. I will say that.
Exactly. I mean, it's new generation people, but
I mean, I knew this generation was cooked whenever 6ix9ine snitched on his whole block, his whole street,
Treyway.
on all of Treyway, and everyone was like, "I would have done it too." Did you hear that they all hooked up with his baby mama?
Horrible. But nah, I gotta give it to Lil Baby, man. I'm really surprised that he's standing on business and he doing this whole press run talking about I don't like Gunna. I ain't standing for what he did. And I mean, he's still.
I mean, I don't think he's necessarily like going out of his way to say it, but I think in interviews they're bringing it up and he's being honest about his current position. I don't really look at it that way, that he's like trying to dog Gunna in every interview just to hate on Gunna. I view it as that people perceive that there's like, you know, subtle things back and forth with some recent songs, and they're questioning about, hey, what's going on? You used to work with this dude, you got a bunch of hit songs, and now you ain't doing nothing, and now it seems like you're kind of dissing on the low, you're dissing each other back and forth on these tracks. Like, what's going on? Are you gonna work with him again? What if Thug says he's cool? Because, you know, sometimes, you know, people are saying, you know, that he's a rat, but then some people are saying, oh, he's still signed.
True.
So, like, they're going to support him because he's still making the money.
True, and then Young Thug may have to make music with him because he is still part of his label. So, I mean, if Young Thug did a song with Gunna,
he doesn't have to.
But
I
if
mean,
he
he
did
could
one,
still just be like, hey, I don't have to mess with you, but I'll handle your business on the back end. I'll make money off of rap, but I ain't going to do a song with no rap.
But
you might say that. But that's kind of walking a gray line, man.
True, but would you be mad if Young Thug did a song with Gunna? Even though he's on his label?
It's like like when your parent would tell you, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
What? Just like I was disappointed in Kodak Black in the whole 6ix9ine verse. When you remember when 6ix9ine played Kodak for the verse and he took the money, $1 million, and he basically dissed him on the whole track?
Yeah, that was still weak.
What?
People still give him tomatoes for that.
Oh, he had to feed his family.
No, I mean, Kodak Black's cool. I liked a lot of his music throughout time. I'm not trying to hate on Kodak, but that was a weak moment. That was like Kevin Durant joining the Warriors. You know, whatever, you know, like the team that just beat him in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, they were undefeated and they lost.
That's what I was trying to say. That whole scenario, y'all know what I'm talking about if you're real sports fans, but you know, it's kind of like equivalent to that. But what do you got to say on this? Anything else?
But I mean, besides that, I mean, I do like what Lil Baby did. If you didn't know, Lil Baby went on the Charlamagne the God podcast.
Shout out Charlamagne.
The Charlamagne the God on you. He did an interview with Charlamagne the God, and also he did a interview at the Safe Place with Lil Yachty.
That was a good interview, man. I wish that podcast would be back with his friend. I don't understand why Lil Yachty like self-sabotaged and like dissed his friend that whole episode. Like, to the point, like, you can diss your friend, like, that's not a problem. Like, friends diss each other all the time, but it was taken to the point where it was just like full on like hate fest.
You saw it. Then the friend went on.
Well, we covered it on the show. Like, they said that was the end of the podcast, and then he did this one random episode probably to help Lil Baby with promotion for his album. But like,
it already got over 1 million views. The episode.
That's what I'm saying. It's good. I like Lil Yachty. I like him doing interviews.
And he asked a good question too. I was surprised about that. Like, it wasn't no softball question. He asked him like decent question.
I like Lil Baby's like, I don't want to have to hold the mic. It's like for the first time ever they brought the stand up.
In facts. And then or like Lil Baby talked about getting hugged from the back by Mike Rubin. He was like, we ain't cool like that. Like, I had to let him know that we ain't.
Yeah, I had to tell my co-host we're not cool like that. We don't do hugs from the back.
He
saw Lil Baby do it one time, and then he's like, "Hugsies."
That was horrible. Like, and then also he talked about the whole his son situation. How, like, you know, how the internet be picking at Lil Baby's son. How he be doing them.
What did they say to Lil Baby's son?
His son be doing like some outrageous stuff. Like, his son's like real royalty. Is royalty or loyalty? It's one of the two. That's his name. Like, every time he's like it's like he's no older than like 8. Every time they post a video of him, he's always doing like some basically vicarious type of things. Like, he's like doing like voguing. He's sliding. He's like, Mama, look. And he's like, look what I learned. He'll run and he'll slide on the floor and kick his leg up in the air.
So he's showing signs of
curiosity.
I was gonna say going down the path of one of Dwayne Wade's children did.
I mean,
Does that seem like it?
I mean, not that serious where he want to change his name, but I mean, it's questionable. Like people,
I mean, you always got to watch out for people that change their name. You know,
you got jokes.
you always got to wonder.
Why they change their name?
You know,
where they running from?
Yeah, just be your authentic self. You don't got to change your name.
How many baby? I mean,
just go with your original name.
See, man, sometimes you gotta dodge child support people. It's horrible.
That's why you moved from Florida.
That's horrible. But I mean, one thing
kidding.
Lil Baby did say about this whole situation, like he'll do a song with a snitch, but he ain't talking about no real stuff. He can do a Christmas song with you. You know, you can talk about jingle bells.
Did they say that in the interview?
He said it with Lil Baby. We said
I'll do a song with a snitch if it's a Christmas song.
He'll say like if it's not on some like
it's
hood.
about Rudolph.
No, if it's about some, not on the hood stuff, because remember I rap about not snitching on stuff, so we gotta rap on like you gotta be on like some singing on the hook type stuff, like not talking about no hood.
So you got to
stuff.
be an R&B. He'll work with R&B singers that snitch, but not rappers.
You can. I mean, basic. If the rapper
So
going
Trey Songz is cool.
Trey Songz always listen. Trey Songz is innocent.
Watch.
He is
Watch
not.
Trey Songz ally over here.
He is.
Watch
It is.
him.
Listen.
Put him on the list. Put him on the list.
When you go civil, that means you don't want to go criminal. That means he's innocent, and you just want money.
He just keeps on knocking these assault cases out of the park. You gotta watch Trey.
Like Sammy Sosa. But nah, man. But comment down.
That's why he doesn't have any money left.
Horrible. Comment down below how you feel about this whole Lil Baby situation. Do you feel like Lil Baby? Do you feel like Lil Baby fell off?
No, I feel like he took a break. There's a difference. See, that's what some people got to understand. There's a difference between falling off and like taking a break. If you're putting out music and you used to do huge numbers and now that music is done like considerably lower numbers, that is 100% falling off. Mm-hmm. But if you're not really putting out music for an extended period of time, that's taking a break. That's like, you think about Kendrick would take all these years off after putting out an album. And would people say that he fell off in that
We
time
only
period?
5 minutes in, and you already throwing a Kendrick Lamar slug?
It's not a slug. I'm just saying it's not a slug. People didn't slug him for that. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. That he would take sometimes 3 years to put out music, and people wouldn't say that he fell off. Mm-hmm. They would say that he took time off or was, working on his craft so hard that it took that long to put out an album.
True. Yeah, he did take a long time to put out an album, but that's what they do.
That's the way I looked at it for Lil Baby. Like he took time off. Like he wasn't really putting out videos. I don't think he had a mixtape or album. Mm-hmm. He's just now putting out a project. So if this project flops, we can officially say he fell off.
But I mean, it's not. You remember he's putting out. So remember, right now he's putting out 2 albums allegedly this year. 2 albums. He has 1 album that's gonna be like.
And then a deluxe.
Yeah, no, it's that in the deluxe. It's like
that's what everyone does. They had like 8 songs.
He says
they have a deluxe.
He says it's gonna be like different. Like one song's gonna be like his hood stuff, and the other's gonna be like his deep emotional stuff, showing his growth. One song, okay, my bad. One album's gonna be like
you want to see his growth
on his YN stuff, his young nigga shit, and the other album's gonna be like a more of a personal album. And that's what he said. That's what he said on this thing. So so I don't think it's gonna. I mean, if you got 2 albums in the same year, do you have to hit over 100K on both of them, or do you like?
No, I think that'll be the real test. So his first project that he puts out, what does it do in first week? I think if he's over 100K first week, he's still on. If he's under 100K, I could say 100% that he fell off. Not fell off completely. Like if he gets 85K, that's still decent, especially for not putting out music for a while and like not really doing a huge amount of promotion. But he is ramping up the promotion now. But yeah, I think to really solidify himself as not falling off, he's got to do over 100K first week. But I like Lil Baby. I think he'll do it. I have faith in him. I've listened to him throughout his career. People forget some of the hits that he has, and he has songs with over 100, many songs with over 100 million views. So how quickly people like to turn on you in a moment's notice when you're no longer serving them. So shout out Lil Baby. I hope he does well. Gunna, you know what you deserve. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Hits. The millions?
No. Rat traps. But that's besides the point. Shout out Lil Baby. We'll be rooting for you, and especially my co-host. He loves you the most.
Oh Lord, moving.
He said, "Get in where I fit in." This is #1 song of all time.
Horrible. So
is that the freestyle?
Yep, that's freestyle.
Yeah, that's his best song ever.
Whose?
Lil Baby.
What? Get it where I fit in? The Lil Baby freestyle?
Yeah.
This is called the Lil Baby freestyle.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's his best song. To me.
You don't
that's
like
the song that I've played the most of his, where I could play the song 2-3 times in a row and it's no problem.
I like Pure Cocaine.
That's also good.
That's a good
That's a
song
song
by
that's
Lil
got over
Baby.
100 million.
I mean, I don't. I mean, Lil Baby got a lot of songs that I like. But moving on from one rapper situation to another rapper situation, looks like here we got everyone's favorite snitch, Megan Thee Stallion.
Now you want to hate on snitches? You just praise. So this guy, if you don't watch our football podcast, check out our football podcast, a real underscore Doty. But this guy is the ultimate flip-flopper supreme when it comes to football teams. So I'm not astonished that he's doing that when it comes to snitches. He says, "Oh, I'm cool with Gunna," but now he wants to hate on Meg. You better pick a side and stay there, co-host.
Hard, man, whatever. I guess.
Pick a side.
It's just how it came
and
out.
Stay there.
Hard.
When it comes to rats, do you either hate rats? Do you either love rats? We don't want you riding the fence. You know you're a fence rider. You're a flip flopper, depending on the day. But no fence riding, no flip flopping. You're picking a position today. Are you cool with rats? Or are you down with rats? Because you say you can love Gunna, and then literally the next sentence say, Meg Thee Stallion, you know she's a rap.
She locked up an innocent black man. So I mean, at the same time, you see how fine she is. I'm torn, co-host. I'm torn. Can I be torn?
Oh,
no, Diddy.
She would tear you full Diddy.
Pause. Nah, but it's time to beat a dead horse even more, man.
You can't beat her.
The dead horse. This whole Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion situation. How?
Oh, I thought you were talking about her because she's the stallion.
Hard. Whoa, hey, that's a bar that Tory Lanez will say. So it looks like here, man, once again, even though Tory Lanez is currently sentenced to a 10-year sentence, and we still don't know if he's going to be deported back to Canada after this because it's still up in the air. It looks like
They're not sending him back to Canada.
I mean, we don't know yet, but I'm going to tell you about that more.
Sending him to Alaska.
Horrible. That's cold. But it looks like here, Megan Thee Stallion.
To the North Pole to be with the other elves.
Horrible. Megan Thee Stallion says she's not done. Megan's lawyer also, so Megan's basically what's going on
Megan's lawyers also obtained cell records that show Lane's father, Sonstar,
his dad,
Carlisle John Peterson, paid Milagro $3,000 between October 28, 2020 and March 3rd, 2022. In 6 payments between $200 and $1,000.
So yes, so basically you see the Zelle transaction payments here. Basically what they're saying is that Tory Lanez is out here harassing me. I need to put out a restraining order on Tory Lanez because he allegedly paid Milagro this money to harass Megan Thee Stallion.
But who is that person?
Milagro, she's a blogger. It's like she basically paid.
So they're saying that Tory Lanez directly paid a blogger to put out content damaging to her.
And basically, you know what the content is? Basically,
but I mean, that's not illegal, right? Like, what's illegal about that?
Exactly. That's what they're like. That's what Tory's team is laughing at. They're saying this is just a reach. This is just a reach that Megan Thee Stallion.
And that's not breaking any laws, so you're not allowed to like seize any records on that if they're not breaking any laws. Would I be correct?
I mean, that's why I feel it'd be correct. Because the only thing she's saying that Milagros.
What's the law broken?
Only thing Milagros doing is saying that, you know, Megan Thee Stallion's a liar. No, she doesn't say Megan Thee Stallion a liar. She's like, well, there was no evidence, or like there was no bullet. It was a bullet fragment, or like she's saying the same thing that everybody's always been saying that believes Tory Lanez in the whole case. Even though the case is over with, she's saying like, yeah, they should redo the case. Megan Thee Stallion don't like that. Remember Megan Thee Stallion came up with the whole Amazon documentary a couple months ago, where she basically paid the victim the whole way, and then like I guess Milagro went on her ex page and started posting like, saying, this whole documentary is a lie. Allegedly, everything she's saying isn't true. It's funny how she's paying the victim. So Megan's team is saying that Tory Lanez is paying her for this. But this is what I don't understand. If this happened, you have 2022. It's 2024. Your documentary just came out. So like, I don't understand. What you trying to sue her for saying around the court time that that she believed Tory?
I honestly don't think this is gonna stick. It's just crazy how their names keep getting tied together. I mean, I know you were a big Tory Lanez supporter, but when we're doing reactions on Crib Reactions, Shadow Crib Reactions, get us to 15K subs over there. But that when we do the Meg Thee Stallion videos, that she be looking so good that you'd be like, Megan, 10 out of 10. I mean, she got the moves.
I mean, you know, sometimes
she knows how to break it down.
Sometimes you forget how toxic somebody is when
they shaking that thing.
When that thing be thangin'. But so back to what we'll say going on. So like I said, Tory Lanez is sentenced to a 10-year sentence. He's sending out 2 appeals. One appeal for being deported because he don't want to get deported back to Canada.
Send him back.
The other one is for this whole case, because, this whole case is fishy. Like, how you got Kelsey, you got him, they both fighting for the gun, but you only charge one person. We bullshit. I thought it was...
I mean, that was the whole fishy thing, that they didn't really believe that testimony, that they went with the original testimony, that it was just him that said dance be dance and, like, shot at her. Not that they were fighting over it and then it went off and she got her foot struck.
Yeah, that's what...
So, I mean, that's what like, there's a story, because I think that's what the driver was even saying, that the girls were fighting over the gun and it went off.
I mean,
Something to that effect, allegedly.
That's what Kelsey said. I mean, the driver didn't show up. Yeah, that was the whole situation.
Oh, he didn't show up to court?
He was like gone. And then when he did show up,
he was like, I'm on vacation.
Then when he did show up, his Tory Lanez team thought that they had the whole thing in the bag, and then they thought it was finna win, but they lost. So they should have called him to the court. I mean, and a lot of people say Tory Lanez should have stood on the stand. He probably wouldn't have been in jail, but he don't like snitching on anybody, so he gonna keep it real to the streets. But this whole case is going to court.
Yeah, keep it real. Those Canadian streets are pretty rough up there.
Pretty much. I mean, so
they speak French in certain communities.
Horrible. So the court case.
Horrible.
The court case is happening on January the 9th. With the court is gonna hear about this whole restraining order. I mean, Tory's team thinks this is funny. A lot of people think it's funny. Fun Flex from Hot 97 says it's funny. Even Whack 100 went on a No Jumper podcast.
He's on there every day.
Basically on the weekends. He said he spoke to Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez said, when is that whole Kendrick Lamar and SZA concert happening in Canada? And he was like,
we crashing out.
He said June 13th. He said, I'm gonna be there. So he's alleging that he's gonna be out by that time.
Was he in Canada?
Yeah, and then, I mean, he's gonna probably, I don't know, maybe deported or maybe just visiting.
You know, it's crazy if you spent like your whole life in a country and then they deport you back to like the country you're like from, and then you have like no ties there. You're like, I don't have a house, I don't have an apartment.
You gotta do everything from scratch. I mean, he'll be fine. I mean, he got his mom.
I mean, yeah, he's got money.
He has money.
But does he have any family that's still in Canada?
I'm pretty sure he has some kinfolk.
Little kinfolk.
Exactly. I mean, I'm pretty sure you got some kinfolk that's up there. But I mean, I'm tired of this whole situation. I just honestly feel like Megan Thee Stallion needs Tory Lanez to stay famous because nothing's hidden. Like, I mean, nothing's making
her videos are hidden.
I mean, her videos are hidden, but if you just
be hitting the squat machine and posting it. That's what she be hitting.
She also went overseas to Japan and Korea just to get a hit, and she's.
But even that video hit.
You
said it was a hit.
It was.
You said it was a hit.
Horrible, but I mean, it is a hit. But she couldn't do it on her own. She couldn't do it in.
She needed twice.
Yeah, exactly. She needed twice. She needed twice. The other dude.
We reacted to it on Crib Reactions. My coach is talking trash now, but he loved it.
Exactly. I mean, it's a great song. I gotta admit, but I mean, it's crazy how you doing all this stuff.
Like
you doing a documentary. You doing all these parties, and just to say hot, and the hottest females came out, and it was like Gorilla and Sexy Red. It's not even Megan Thee Stallion.
Like hottest, like as far as music right now.
I mean, hottest. If you think about hottest females out right now,
I mean, Megan Thee Stallion is probably the hottest looks wise. I don't know about music wise.
Music wise, who would you say? Give me if you can have give me. Like top
3. Doja Cat, I'd say be number 1.
Okay.
Glorilla number 2. Sexy Red number 3, and I say Sexy Red was 2 for a lot of the year, but I think Glorilla as of late has overtaken.
So is it Megan? So okay, that's 3. That's top 3 right there. So you're not even top 3. You got what about Lotto? Is she better than Lotto?
I would say her and Lotto would have to have a twerk off. Her, Lotto, and Ice Spice twerk off tiebreaker. That's what I vote for.
So it's possible that she may end up that's like 7. I mean, that's like 6. So she's like,
I'll be the judge. I'll do it for free.
That's like in the 6th spot. So look at that. So
giggity.
Horrible. My coach is the horn dog. Nah, but I mean, that's how I feel about Megan. Like she needs something to hold on to. So every now and then to stay relevant.
I got something she could hold on to.
Horrible. Every now and then to stay relevant, she gonna throw in the whole Tory Lanez thing. I mean, the whole Grammys.
She's staying relevant.
I mean, the Grammy thing.
She keeps doing squash. She's gonna stay relevant.
That's not gonna keep her famous forever.
That'll keep her famous forever. Have you seen Kim Kardashian? She's like 40 years old and she just put out another butt video. She literally. I'm surprised it almost didn't make the show. Floor? Yes.
I didn't even watch. I just turned it away.
You sent it to me the moment it came out. What are you talking about, Coz?
It was for
What
research.
are you talking about?
I didn't watch it. Just because I sent it don't mean I watched it. I just sent it.
I saw you had to wipe down your phone.
Horrible. Nah, but honestly, I didn't see. I seen her like crawling on the floor, but I didn't know what was going on. I thought she was reenacting something, so I just turned away. But what is she doing?
You didn't turn away.
I did. What's she doing? What is she just crawling on the floor? You just see a butt?
Yeah, basically.
That's whack.
Butt shots.
Ain't got time for that. You see butt shots everywhere.
You see butt shots.
You click on
You
Twitter.
see my co-host's algorithm. Butt shots everywhere.
Everywhere, man, everywhere. But speaking of butt, but you got anything else you got to say about this whole Megan and Tory Lanez situation?
Megan, come on, Tales from the Crib. Tell your truth. We are here for you, especially me. Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. Shooter McGavin, baby. I'm a straight shooter, and I'll shoot straight with you. Bam, bam, bam. Bow, bow, bow.
But moving on to more news, man. It looks like
my co-host's favorite other celebrity crush, Bhad Bhabie, shares her side of the story regarding Alabama Barker. Yes, Travis Barker's daughter and her baby daddy. He's not a BD, but it's her baby daddy, Levon, claims she cheated first by calling a real BD, the ultimate BD, Chief Keef. He busted my lip, broke my phone, accidentally slammed my hand in the door. My teeth were loose. He shook them loose.
Nah,
what's going on, co-host?
I blame y'all. Y'all made this Catch Me Outside girl famous, and now
like the number one OnlyFans person.
Yeah, man, I seen that she made over $57 million allegedly off OF in 2021.
I see why Levon won't leave her alone. But how you gonna punch the prize? That's what I don't understand, man.
I mean, you gotta.
I mean, it's not like it was like Rico Reckless or somebody talking about Chief Sosa.
Hey, Rico Reckless pulled a baddie, Summer Walker. So watch your mouth.
No, that's bad. No,
exactly, but hey, man,
we got messing with Glock Doogies.
Hell yeah.
But Chief Keef, to be Eskimo brothers with Chief Keef, you goated.
That's nasty. That's the scale. He's also Chief Keef and DJ Academics are also Eskimo brothers because of Selena Powell.
No, I think that's fake news.
No, she said it, and she said he calls me Bloody Mary.
I think.
And
I think he only got top from her. I don't think it was full on.
Him and
I don't know. Selena P's a human trash.
Remember they did the whole interview with Slim Danger on the whole No Jumper, and it was so bad they cancel it.
We're not even bringing up that scallywag.
See, exactly. But, man, we're going to play the video right now. Because if you're confused, you may be wondering, who is Bhad Bhabie?
You know who Bhad Bhabie is from Dr. Phil, the internet sensation, the Catch Me Outside girl. How about that?
Who is Alabama Barker?
Travis Barker's daughter. Drummer from Blink-182, rock legend. Someone I listened to in middle school and high school.
And he's married to Kourtney Kardashian.
Married to... is it Kourtney? Oh, yeah, it is Kourtney. Because Chloe's the one that was with Lamar
Odom.
Yeah, Kourtney's pretty cool, but I feel bad for Scott Disick. We're here for you, Scott. We're Team Scott. Scott was dating some young baddies, so it's not like he was really losing out. So shout out Lord Disick. You familiar with Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Of course, man.
Your shawties ever make you watch some Kardashians?
I love the Kardashians, man. The Kardashian show is where is that, but we're gonna play.
You love Ray J.
Ray J show is fire.
And them goons.
Ray J show is fire too, but we're gonna play this video that basically let
We're
you know
drunk,
basically what's happening.
We get into it. I fucked up by calling Sosa. So I call Sosa and I'm like, yeah, we fighting, blah 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 blah. Like, basically, like, come get me. Me and Levon went to go lay down. I go to lay down with him. When I get in the bed, Sosa calls me. Levon answers my phone. I stayed at Sosa's house that night. This was all at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So I took 2 Xanax, went to sleep, and didn't wake up till 4 or 5 o'clock. I call E's phone when I wake up, which E's Levon's best friend. And when he called me, it was on FaceTime, and he seen, like, Sosa got a whole bunch of shit above his bed, like the Glow Gang shit or whatever. So E seen that and was like, oh my God, Danny, are you dead ass right now? And I was just like, I fucked up bad. And I'm on Instagram. Me and E sitting in the bed, I'm on Instagram. And I click a picture of Alabama on the Explore page, and I see it says follow. And I'm like, what? Alabama follow me? So I called Talon. And I'm like, did something happen between us and Bama? Like, I'm confused. Talon's like, oh, I had heard something about her and Levon. But she was like, I didn't even think it was serious. I thought it was just made up, so I didn't even tell you. I didn't want to work you up. So I call Levon, and I'm like, Levon, you know this bitch? Like, so I'm texting Levon. I'm on the phone with Levon, and I'm texting Bama, like, Bama, call me now. Like, what the fuck? Like, why am I hearing something about you and my baby daddy? And she's like, what? No, never. And I'm like, girl, what? Like, be real with me. So she calls me, and she's like, yeah, we met and we exchanged numbers, but that was it.
Not aware that was her baby daddy, hence these text messages I'm about to show you. Then he texted me this. This is the first time I met him. He said, where are you going? I think we going the same way. Wait on me. I said, who's this? Gray hoodie, black pants. I said, I asked him, what's his gram? He said, I don't have a gram. Pull around there. It's 1 minute away. I'm in a gray Benz. Basically telling him I'm not pulling up to a gas station to meet him. So I end up sending him his own Instagram. I said, this isn't you, right? Because if so, I'm tripping. Mind you, I've never had a conversation with this man. I've been to her house one time, and I guess he was there, but he was sitting on the couch, and I never saw his face. We'll check that was not him, and it was just somebody that looked similar to him, hence why I asked him if it was him. He said, nah, who is that? No mutuals. I said, thought that was you. Thank God it's not. I'm not looking to wreck anybody's home or family. I don't get any cool points from that, and I don't benefit from it at all. I also would never date this man. We then went to Vegas, and that's when he had alcohol, and he threw the bottle at me. I tried to catch it, broke my nail, and it hit me in the head. But once again, I don't know what he was truly thinking when he did that. Later then found out that that was her boyfriend and baby's father. And it was just crazy and disheartening and such an ugly position to be in. Especially after feelings were involved. He continuously lied to me, telling me that they were not together, that he's moving out of the house that they live in together, and that they had like no more dealings with each other and it was just business related. Sadly, I fell for his manipulative lies, and after I...
Bitch, and your bum ass man keeps hitting me up. He wants me so bad, confessing his love to me, And Levon told me that they never even was in Vegas with each other. And the timestamp from when Levon met her up until now, he hasn't went to Vegas.
Yep.
You got something you want to say? Yes, that's him. Like, we live together. We have a whole baby together. Like, he's not just going to disappear out of thin air, but we have decided to break up.
So
we broke up, but we still live together.
So the question is, co-host, if you get in a fight with your girlfriend, not this bad like how it was, we're going to talk about that, but if you get in a fight with your girl, she leaves, and then you see, and I let you know that, hey, man, I seen a Glow Gang logo on the ceiling wall. She was sleeping at Chief Keef house. Is you staying in the house or is you leaving?
All right, can I get if we sharing the same girl, can I at least get a feature?
What?
Let me get a feature.
That's disrespectful. So you gonna let
no, if it's anyone else, I'm throwing hands.
With your baby mama?
If it's Chief Keef, I maybe let it slide one time.
That's disgusting. So
I'm just.
That's nasty. That's disgusting. But I mean, this whole story.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm a big Chief Keef fan, so it's kind of like a weird situation because it'd be like, I want to ask him so many questions, but it's like, oh, how you got to hit my baby moms? Like, that's not even cool. Like.
that's
I don't know how I feel about this. Should I hate you in beef or should
how about not Chief Keef? If it was that dancing dude that you didn't like back in the day.
Oh my God, he get the hands, he get the feet, he get the belt. He might even get the Glock 9. I might even crash out.
Oh Lord,
he might get hit with that fire.
Oh, that's disrespectful. But nah, I mean
I would just whip him. Just beat him with my hands.
See, this whole situation is crazy. You see how Bhad Bhabie states that, her and her baby daddy got in an argument. She called Chief Keef. Chief Keef called back. She leaves, go to his house.
What I thought it was funny is like we were watching the No Jumper interview where they were showing the clips, and I think they showed this exact video. And Whack 100 was like, "Dang, she's actually really pretty." he was taken back, and Adam was like, "Yeah, but anyway."
Because you don't know. I guess you don't know who Bhad Bhabie is. Because
I think he probably forgot about her. He was like, she grew up.
Yeah.
Because he probably the last time he saw her was the Dr. Phil clips.
Yeah, but way before the tattoos and everything.
Yeah.
And Adam 22 know her personally, know her attitude and everything. That's not the type of person you want to mess with. But yeah, I mean, it's just
she's always been a little.
The whole story ain't making sense. You see how Alabama's saying, "Oh, I never be with this bum. He a bum. But then turn around saying, oh, we went to Las Vegas together. And then Bhad Baby saying, Bad Baby saying like the timelines ain't matching. They ain't never go to Vegas together. So I mean,
Yeah, how she say like, oh, we only talked, like we didn't do nothing, like I don't even really know him. But if y'all took a whole trip together to another state, that's more than knowing somebody.
pretty much. And she said she seen him at a house, she said she seen him in Bad Baby house, but she didn't really get his face. But Bad Baby's like, well, how you ain't know that's my man? Like, if you look at his, like, he's one of the dudes.
Man, you can see she got a nose job. Look, because the picture on the right is like an older picture.
Oh yeah, it is.
And the picture on the left, you can see she definitely got her nose shaved down.
Yeah, I got shaved. But
Say we did a bet, co-host, and the bet was you gotta whoever lost had to change one feature. What are you doing? Are you shaving your nose? Are you getting the SpongeBob arms? Are you getting the leg extenders so you could be 7 feet tall? What modification you doing?
I'm getting the BBL Drizzy.
Oh my God! You want to be like that one dude in the YouTube videos? The
Bam
dude
Man
that wears
Kevo?
the khaki shorts?
Be like Bam Man Kevo.
No, that one white dude that wears khaki shorts. That is always like doing athletic stuff. But they're like, why is his ass so big?
That's the white dude.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yo, double cheeked up on a Tuesday?
That's nasty. That's nasty. So back to what we were saying. So it looks like Alabama Barker saying that Bad Baby's hating on her. Alabama Barker just dropped a video called Vogue on YouTube. It has over 700K.
Let us
views.
know if you want us to react to it on Crib Reaction. Sorry, go ahead.
She has over 700K views. She's saying that Bad Baby just hating on her because Bad Baby music career ain't going nowhere.
She don't need no music career. She got the OnlyFans.
I mean, hey, but I tried to look it up. I can't find it. I don't know if she still has that page.
It's probably like in her links or something.
Probably is.
Sometimes like they don't want to like post it on their Instagram because they're afraid that Instagram's gonna take them down. So they like only post it like on one of their other social medias. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I should have checked the page, but I don't know why.
You gotta like find her Twitter or X or whatever.
Comment down below if you found that page. Let us know about it. If she still has it. But I mean,
this is crazy that like people pay for that. Like I mean, like I'm not gonna lie and say she's
not showing nothing on it.
like hideous. No, I'm just saying people like I don't understand. She's not even pretty. I'm not gonna say she's ugly. I don't think she's ugly, but I don't think she's like, oh my God, she's a 12 out of 10. No, that way either for her to make as much money as she does. So I think it's equally as crazy both ways.
I mean, people are so desperate. I mean, man, so many men are so desperate. They just want to see anything. But I
think it's like more for like the personas sometimes because like some of the girls that have like the biggest following,
her and Cardi B
are like may not necessarily be like the best of you on there. Like, or may not even do the most stuff, but they have like the best storyline.
True.
So like that's crazy. That's like no matter what, that's what people get attached to, the storyline rather than the craziness of the content.
True. I mean, and that's what you say. I mean, if you're really not famous for anything, you gotta sign up. Gotta make an OF account because you really don't have any real talents.
Is that the HAWK TUAH Girl's next move after what we get into later?
I mean, it may have to be, but y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole Bad Baby basically cheating on her, admitting that she slept with her man and brought him back in the house after they got in an actual fight.
Sosa Baby.
That's disgusting.
He says he loves no thotties, so he don't love.
And she said she went to his house and she ain't do nothing. She just went over there, popped 2 Percocets, and then went to sleep.
Oh, he put her to sleep.
That's disgusting. All right, well, I don't know how y'all doing it, but hey, man, he winning out here in these streets. He got a baby by, so I mean, he can basically child support.
Like anybody that they want closure, they want one last romper.
That's disgusting. I don't want that type of closure. But nah,
come
man.
and give me some closure real quick. Girls is crazy.
Speaking of crazy stories, man, we got another crazy story here about my co-host's favorite rapper.
We literally just talked about him. But Interscope Larry Jackson said he's glad Chief Keef is alive. Not in prison, after revealing he was on the FBI watch list and had a $50K hit on his head after signing $6 million deal with Interscope. at the age of 16. So I did listen to it. It was entertaining. Was it on Spotify?
Spotify.
Spotify. What podcast?
It was New York Times music podcast.
Yeah, so it's an audio only. I don't think
only.
there's video, but I've seen some clips on Instagram, and my co-host played me the whole clip of him talking about Chief Keef. But yeah, it was really intense, and he was saying like how he kind of had to save Chief Keef on multiple occasions.
Yeah, he had to save Chief Keef on multiple occasions. Basically how he had the whole 50K hit on his head when he first signed him, and how also he was basically wanted by he was on the FBI wanted list. And I do remember that because that was around the time when he up and went to California, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, why Chief Keef don't come back to the city?" And
I can tell you why. So basically, yeah, people did give him some flack for that. I definitely do remember when he did move to California. They're like, "Why? How are you gonna leave your home?" But he was like literally banned from a city. Like he couldn't do any shows in Chicago. Like the mayor banned him, and he was like dang near like had so many rules against him that it was dang near banned from like Chicago. Yeah, like the downtown area.
Remember, it was so bad to the point where like he did the Chief Keef hologram, and they even came there and shut that down.
Yeah. He basically, I think he was in Indiana, or another state around, and they did a show where they had a Chief Keef hologram. He wasn't even there, and a lot of people showed up, and the police came and pulled the plug and stopped the show like after a couple songs. I remember seeing footage of that back in the day. So yeah, they were completely against him. So he dang near had no choice but to move to California. And this guy said how he looked after him. And like when they did the iconic Lollapalooza, when Chief Keef had like all the guys from like O Block and Front Street on stage in Chicago, like his most iconic performance where he had like 50 people on stage, that he actually booked him a hotel downtown and made sure that, you know, they had connecting rooms so he could wake him up in the morning, and made sure he made the show. And then he also mentioned about him missing the Hate Being Sober photo shoot, right?
Yeah, he talked about the infamous Hate Being Sober photo shoot with like he had 50 Cent, and I didn't even know Wiz Khalifa was there. I don't even think.
Yeah, he was in the song too. Yeah, they both were 50 Cent, Wiz Khalifa, Chief Keef, and they were in the desert. They had it all lined up with like the four wheelers or whatever those called. You know, like the cage.
The Doom Buggies.
Yeah, the Doom Buggies. Exactly. Thank you. And like the four wheelers and all of that. And since he thought someone else had taken care of like basically making sure he's on time, and they didn't, that he didn't show up. He's like, he literally had to like dang near have a babysitter where he wasn't making anything on time. True. Sounds like my coast.
I mean, that's what you got.
All these prima donnas.
Hard, but I mean, that's what you got to do. I mean, you hear a lot of stories about artists. It's like the whole Get Him to the Greek movie. You remember how he had
with Diddy?
With Diddy, and he had to basically make sure that Brandon Russell makes it to the show concert, and like Brandon what is Brandon Russell?
It's not Brandon.
Russell Brand?
Russell Brand.
Yeah, my bad. Russell Brand. How Russell Brand basically had to make it to the show. He's like, whatever you do, make it to the show. Like, all he wanted to do was party and have fun and get messed up, to the point where like he had to take the alcohol from him, drink all the alcohol, so he wouldn't be too intoxicated. And
he started doing
started puking.
Yeah, taking all the festivities and drinking all the drinks and being all crazy. He's like, no, my.
Exactly.
He's like, you got to get up in the morning. And it was funny, like, because, like, when he first got with him, the guy, he kept on telling him, we'll take the next flight.
Exactly. And then he had to stick the whole thing up his butt. Because
I knew you were going to bring that up. I was going to not bring it up. I knew you were going to bring up your
This is the
favorite
job of an A&R, man. It's what you got to do when you're in the music business.
I know why you want to be an A&R so bad, especially out of New York.
Nah, man, it's hard. But I mean, the way he was talking about how like Chief Keef missed that performance, and I mean, Chief Keef missed a lot of things. He messed up that. Remember, he did the whole Breakfast Club, the infamous Breakfast Club, when he's like, "Oh, how old are you?" He's like, "I'm 300."
Oh yeah, he was terrible at interviews. He didn't open up. He was super short in interviews. He missed photo shoots. For like magazine placements, interviews. He missed video shoots. I mean, this guy, even Larry Jackson, was saying that if he did the Hate Being Sober like video with how much money they had spent to like set everything up, if he would have done that, like, it would have been like an epic video that like put someone over the top. It would have been like 50 Cent, like Many Men,
or like he was like the sexy, like it'd be like the Sexy Red and Drake video. How that all came together, and they did it in Atlanta. I mean, that video was epic. That song did put her on.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, to me, Chief Keef really killed it his like first 3 years, and then he had a lull where he kind of like let the money and the other things get to him, where I think he was more focused on like getting messed up and partying than rather making quality music. But then I feel like, especially the last 5 years, he's really got back in tune and really put out 2 quality albums.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
In the last 5 years.
Do you think that saved his career? Like basically, like him messing up and him
getting, like, he's not sober by any means. Like, he's not like a someone that does nothing. But I think he's a lot more responsible and does things in moderation now. He seems a lot more healthy. His weight looks better. He just looks a lot better in his face. So I'm happy for him, especially since his cousin. We all miss Fredo Santana. He passed away because he had kidney or liver failure. Excuse me, because he was someone that was addicted to drinking lean, kind of how the Screw, Houston rappers were all addicted to, unfortunately he had a seizure when no one was home and lost his life due to a seizure. So I'm glad Chief Keef also was heavy into that.
Yeah, he was heavy.
I don't know if he really still does that anymore. I think we got to worry about Tato. Honestly, not to be disrespectful, Tato, but you look like your health isn't the greatest right now. Bala looks like he's doing mediocre, but yeah, Tato, you know what you need to do.
Yeah, and then
just be responsible, man.
Sure.
You know what it is. Like, just fun and moderation, even if that's your thing. Like, just do it every once in a while. You ain't got to do it all day, every day.
Yeah, because they did just drop the Glow Game 20v1, and then you see Tato on there, Ball Out, and also
Tato looks like he ate Tato.
Basically,
looks like a Tato mascot.
He looks like
a cartoon version. Like what a coyote looks like, but the coyote for the Spurs looks like a cartoon version. He looks like a cartoon. He looks like a mascot version of himself.
Like when Goku and Vegeta fused, and they became
Gogeta or Vegito,
the fat one.
Oh yeah.
Basically,
I think it was Gogeta, but the misfused form.
Exactly, it was that. That's exactly how he looks. It looks crazy. I mean, face fat. It's just crazy.
No, I mean it's not necessarily about the weight he's gained, but his face just looks swollen
because all that lean.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he needs to get healthy. Doo-Wop looks like he's gotten a lot healthier. Capo's brother, R.I.P. Capo. But yeah, he's also a part of Chief Keef and GB and all that. But seems like he's doing better. But shout out Ball Out. He just put out a tape. That's my music pick of the week. Spoiler alert.
Is Chief Keef still banned? Because I remember I know he just
banned
successfully.
From Chicago?
Yeah, I know he just successfully did a show, but like they said, he was only there for like less than 24 hours. It was like in and out type of thing. Like they let him.
I don't know if it was an event. I don't think it was Lollapalooza, but it was like a Lollapalooza like event. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, because I honestly don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, it was like one of those like Rolling Loud Lollapalooza type events. And it was in Chicago, and I think he flew in, did the show, hung out for a minute, and then got out of there and then flew out. I think he was in there less than 12 hours or less than 8 hours or whatever they said.
Yeah, they not playing with Chief Keef at all. You would think they would.
He's like, I'm literally there just to do the show and I'm leaving. I'm not hanging out because people be on him. That's where he's from. He has a lot of enemies there, especially if you're in a notorious. I guess you could say gangster rapper, and everyone that's a gangster rapper has enemies. And if you're the most notorious, that means you're the number one target. So you don't really want to go in your number one, the area where you're the number one target.
Basically. But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole situation.
But shout out Chief Keef. Everyone's giving him praise because he's a lot of people hated on him for kind of not really being so in tune with O-Block and stuff when he left. Kind of leaving that stuff behind because they had a disagreement about things, but it seems like he made the right choice. He's free, he's living life. He did his tour that did great. He's got a critically acclaimed album, Almighty So 2. Check that out, Apple Music or Spotify. But a critically acclaimed album that is getting a lot of praise, and he's basically away from the BS, living his life. He's got a mansion in California with nothing filled with video games. So he's just a big kid living life, and I'm glad to see him winning.
Definitely glad to see him winning, man. But shout out Chief Keef. Comment down your favorite Chief Keef song, your favorite Chief Keef album. But moving on, man. Speaking of Chief Keef, man, we got a HAWK TUAH. So if
your favorite girl?
If you didn't know, man, a HAWK TUAH
man,
girl.
I told you not to invest, dog. I told my co-host. He's like, I got a scheme, co-host. He said, it just came to me.
Exactly,
We're gonna
man.
HAWK TUAH to the future. We're gonna invest in the HAWK TUAH coin, the Super TUAH. And we're going to become millionaires. And then he ended up losing $5,000 of the podcast money.
I mean, hey.
Ridiculous.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta.
Unforgivable.
If you're not gambling, you're not living right. But if you didn't know, man, just like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Lindsay Lohan,
Lindsay Lohan.
Soulja Boy, Lil Yachty, and Neo all got duped into the same particular type of crypto scam. I mean, a lot of people don't know about these meme coins. It's real new to a lot of people. A lot of people don't trust it. But I mean, like, if you're not into the stock market, you really probably wouldn't be into this that much.
Yeah, it's a different thing. It's like one of those things you got to be ahead in to understand.
Yeah, you got to be ahead and understand. But it looks like here, HAWK TUAH Girl was ahead of the game. And it looks like here, if you don't remember who she is, we got a video right here reminding you who she is. And we're going to let you know how much jail time she about to serve.
The HAWK TUAH Girl has gone into hiding. Haley Welch became the queen of the internet after appearing in a viral TikTok. And while she's poised to cash in, it appears she's finding fame challenging to handle. Welch has gone into virtual hiding at her family home in rural Tennessee, with the tight-knit community creating a protective wall around her. She's not staying completely out of the limelight, though. Branded hats featuring the now infamous phrase have brought in a whopping $65,000.
Ooh. So it's crazy. Like, you see it right here. Haley Welch issued a statement on X, which says, "I take the situation extremely serious and want to address my fans, the investors who have been affected, and the board community. I am fully cooperating with the community, committed to assist with the legal and representing the individuals impacted as well." So basically what she's saying is, it's not her fault. She needs forgiveness. Get off her back. So if you don't know, let me tell you what's going on. So Haley Welch is a new celebrity in Hollywood. She got famous for, yes, that simple, I'ma spit on that thing. That's what she got famous for. You already know, if you're a first celebrity in the game, you basically shark food for all the sharks and investors. They want you to invest in their business. And I mean, of course you're going to invest in it because they're going to give you a lot of money. Allegedly, they gave her at least over $100K just to use her name. So imagine somebody came to you and said, "Hey man, I'm giving you over $100K just to use your name and likeness, and also you're going to make money off of this coin." All you gotta do is sign off on it, tweet about it a couple times, and then once we drop it, it's gonna make some money, and we gonna break you off a piece. And I mean, it sound good, it really sound good, but I mean, like I listened to people before, like Soulja Boy, Lil Yachty, and Neo. You can't trust everybody. You really can't trust everybody. So basically, what happened is she trusted them. She advertised the HAWK TUAH coin. They put it out for sale. It made up to $490 million, basically a half a billion. And then at least 2 hours later, the money was withdrawn out, and everybody that invested into it basically lost their money. Right now, it's allegedly 17 investors. They're saying they lost over at least 151K each. So that's why this lawsuit is happening, because, I mean, it looks like a whole pump and dump situation. I mean, if you don't know what pump and dump is, I mean, if it's over your vocabulary, let Uncle Jay tell you
your
what
favorite pump and dump.
Horrible. So basically, pump and dump is where investors make the hype about this one particular item. Everybody invests into it. Everybody calls in and gives their money for it, and you promise them a whole bunch of things. Like you say,
they basically build up the coin,
mm-hmm.
and as soon as it gets high value, they sell all the stock in it. So once all the stock sells at once, the value tanks, and then basically everyone else that bought into the stock to get it to rise lose all their money.
Basically,
so that's what a pump and dump is.
Basically, and I mean, a lot of in this lawsuit, they're saying that Haley Welch, the HAWK TUAH Girl, wasn't named in the lawsuit, but the simple fact that she was the face, that it was called the HAWK TUAH coin. Her name is on the coin. She's getting all this backlash.
You want a hot coin?
Horrible. Of course, I mean, I did at first, but nah. This whole cryptocurrency thing is all a scam.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like.
But Bitcoin is crazy that if you got in on the low, that's like worth a lot. Where people said it was going to be worth nothing, and made fun of people like Odell Beckham Jr. that got his salary from the Rams all in Bitcoin, and now like one Bitcoin is worth like over $100 or even more than that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I honestly don't remember, but I know it's worth a lot.
But didn't it have like the whole little gorilla thing that's going on? The
Glorilla.
The gorilla, what's the monkey?
What'd she do?
The monkey thing that Justin Bieber and all the celebrities was buying, and then NFTs.
Oh, like the great the NFT, like the
that ended.
something ape.
Yeah, the great ape and all that stuff with the
Great Ape.
NFTs, like that went and then like that dropped. Because with these whole NFTs and meme coins, it's no real money behind it. It's really like how much you really think it you really think it is, because it's basically off the celebrity's status. So I mean, the fact that a bunch of people seen a HAWK TUAH coin and invested at least 151K.
That's crazy.
Why would you?
I believe in that Tua.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean,
well, they say some people try to beat them at their own game and know that they're going to do a pump and dump, and they try to do the pump and dump early, so they make part of the money too. Where they're not the ones just making all the money. But sometimes if you got to be quicker than that. Sometimes if you're not quick enough, you just lose out.
That's great. I didn't know it's like so many loopholes these rich people doing different things.
I mean,
because like I remember it was on some podcast. It was the Logan Paul podcast that we saw where Logan Paul was talking to Mr. Beast and they're talking about a Ponzi scam on an interview. He was like, I can't believe he even said that on the phone. Like he was like, yeah. What's this dude? The short dude that always goes everywhere trying to get you to invest.
Short dude.
He's short. Oh,
Our
man.
friend?
No, he's not. No, he's a celebrity. They don't even like him. It's a short dude that always try to get Theo Von. Not Theo Von. It's the other short dude. They try to get you to invest. And they said like they had to talk to him, and they was talking about like something they finna do, like they did with the GameStop. How like all the rich people invested into GameStop, and then the stocks for GameStop went all the way up.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. They made a movie about that too, about the GameStop stock.
Exactly.
And that dude making all kinds of money.
Exactly. So you
guys
guys
like, we got so many million, and he was just like a regular dude living a regular life, and then like he stumbled upon this.
Exactly, and that's what people were saying. Some people were saying like, HAWK TUAH Girl's acting slow. She knew what was going on. Like she knew there's a whole pump and dump. They paid her off. They gave her some money for her. So right now, I mean,
now she's trying to act like she's like working with authorities or banks or insurance or whatever, because she said that she didn't know that like this was.
Do you believe her?
Go on. No, I believe she was a part of it, and she's like trying to. If I like try to, work with them or comply from the get-go and say like, oh, I was just ignorant, I'm just some dumb little country girl that got famous off of TikTok, I thought I was doing everything legit in a good way. They might like, give her a pass.
Play on your stupidity. Yeah, I mean, I
mean, it's funny though, because that's actually like a really good defense. Be like, well, I didn't know. How can I be wrong if I didn't know?
True. I mean, it's a quick way to make money. I mean, and it really don't. I mean, every time you see it with these white collar crimes, they really just find you like what 100K, 500, like at least 100K, 500K, and then that's it. And like they be, oh yeah, you're gonna get jail time, but all they do is find you. So, and then
yeah, where people like do crazy crimes and then they end up getting like time served because like the case took like 3 years, and they end up getting like probation for 7.
No, I mean like when people do basically like cryptocurrencies, basically like white collar cryptocurrencies scams, white
collar crimes,
like the PPP loans. Like, oh yeah, this person
a lot of people did get in trouble for that. That's true.
Yeah, this person stole like $150 million PPP loan. How much jail time is he getting? 16 months. He's like 16 months, and then like the fine is like 500K. If I could just
steal like $2 million, I'll do like 16 months.
I mean, that's what I think
I'd not be worried about that.
I mean, and yeah, then they
give me the money.
That's how Batman Cavill talked about when he said he went to jail, and the man told him like he made so much money, or like the Omnicat Hellcat dude.
Yeah.
They went to jail for basically making the fake fire sticks. He made so much money off of fraud that they only making to pay like what $2 to $5 million, but he made more money than that. So like you're really not losing. Like you making $50 million, you go to jail for like 16 months. You got to pay $2 million back in fines, but you still made over $48 million, and that's what they found. That's not counting everything else.
Yeah, I mean, they maybe not found everything.
You got to start. I mean, you got to start all over. You got to buy your cars and everything all over. But cars is cars. I mean, it is what it is. You can always buy.
You can always finesse those, especially with paperwork. You got a business. Your mama name. You get a line. I wasn't gonna say that, but I could say like you could get a business line of credit. You could always start another business.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, yeah. So I mean, these scams right here, they look bad. They always threaten them with jail time, but they always end up with fines. Like I said, Soldier Boy. You see Soldier Boy not in jail. Neo not in
Soulja
jail.
Boy,
Lindsay, Lindsay Lohan not in jail. Logan Paul and them. Logan, we about to
we
talk
don't
about
need to
Logan
talk
Paul
about.
later.
We need to talk about Hillary Duff.
Hillary. Oh, you saw the picture of her?
Lizzie McGuire.
The-
She looking real caked up.
Hillary Duff. Yeah, that video there. Yeah, everybody's always.
She looking like she's the real stallion. Watch out, Meg the Stallion.
Oh, this guy's.
We got a new stallion.
He's pumped up off the juice, man. But hey, man, comment down below how you feel about this HAWK TUAH Girl. Do you believe her, or do you believe that she knew about this whole situation? She wanted to get some money because she knew she really ain't going to jail for this because she innocent. But moving on, it's time for couch announcements. You ready to talk about the couch?
You ready to get thrown on the couch?
Pause.
But welcome to the halftime show, Tales from the Crib. We'll let you know what's going on. This is the couch announcements, my co-host's favorite part. Yes, we have all kinds of other channels on TFTC networks. We have this podcast. We do it, comes out every Tuesday. Tales from the Crib podcast about current events and some sports. We got TFTC Sports, NFL Weekly Picks with our boy Real Good _ that usually comes out every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, yes,
Every
sir.
Wednesday, yeah. NFL playoffs coming soon. Steelers, baby. Eagles are frauds. We're injured right now. We have excuses, and even though Pickett is an excuse, I'm not giving it to the Eagles because they beat us. But yeah, check out all of our sports takes on later in this show and on our weekly football show with Real Good _ TFTC Gaming. We're playing all kinds of games. We do need to play more games. I'm getting an upgraded system, and I'm gonna download all kinds of new games. So look out for more content there. And excuse me, what else we got? Crib reactions. Let's talk about our #1 moneymaker. If I can pull that up, por favor. There we go. Crib reactions. Yeah, our 12,000 subs get us to 15,000. That's our next goal. We check out music from all over the world. We're checking out Tyler, Meg the Stallion, Baby Metal. If you're into rock, Rose dropping songs, international superstar group XG, and New Jeans. My co-host's favorite group, New Jeans. So check us out on Crib Reactions. We do all kinds of fun stuff there, and you can enjoy our content on our other channels here on TFTC Networks.
Of course, man. Like my co-host said, man, make sure y'all check out Crib Reactions, man. We stay dropping videos on it, even on Christmas break. You bored, man? Play some Crib Reactions, man. I bet we lighten up your mood. You gonna smile.
We dropping 2 videos tomorrow.
Exactly. You gonna smile. You gonna laugh. You definitely finna dance, cause you know, man, I got the moves, man. I should be on TikTok, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now. They may get banned, so I ain't trying to waste my time. But I mean, anything else you gotta say, co-host? I mean, we about to do. I'm on a break. I got time to do my wrestling videos. I might not even sleep tonight. I might put up an all-nighter.
You're not that guy, pal.
Watch.
You're gonna have an aneurysm. But anyway, let's get into the second half of the show before my co-host has a stroke and see what else is going on. We got the new Superman trailer just dropped. It is dropping allegedly on July 11, 2025. Hey. We'll say if they stay true to that release date, but this is the new Superman movie, new logo, looking kind of weird, but they dropped a new trailer as well. And it looks like, I think since like Ben Affleck and a bunch of the other actors from the last universe, I guess are moving on. I don't know if they're going to keep some of them, but I think they're restarting a DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if they're going to keep Aquaman. My co-host loves the Aquaman, and he'll be absolutely crushed if they get a new Aquaman.
I will definitely be absolutely crushed, but I mean, like my co-host just said, new Superman movie dropping July 11th. We got a part of the trailer here. We're going to play it. Then we're going to come back and tell you more about what James Gunn said about the Superman movie that y'all didn't know about.
So intense. Oh, I thought he was taking a dump. Looks like Yamcha. July 11th. Oh, his robot friend died.
Calyx.
like that, Lois?
Yeah, of course.
Save me, daddy.
Lex Luthor. Kind of menacing.
Looks like a choke.
That's a KG monster. Green Lantern, Hawk Girl. KG monster. Lois.
What's the dog's name again? Crypto? Or?
Crypto. Oh, Superman.
Oh, all the Supermans.
Yes, I mean, you talking about
They
people.
didn't have Nicolas Cage.
When?
2023. No, that was a rumor, and the movie never came out.
See, look at that.
They had the test footage, but they ended up not doing it.
So it was Nicolas Cage, right?
He was gonna do it, but he didn't.
I wonder what happened.
I wonder if they still gave him credit just because they almost did it.
True. I mean, you gotta get credit for that. But I mean, this movie, this trailer looks amazing. I mean, I've seen a lot of Superman movies. I've seen the Man of Steel.
Did you see it in theaters?
Yes, and I seen Batman vs Superman in theaters. Both of them fell asleep too long. A lot of talking. I mean, I hate that
We
about
got
this.
the same mom name.
Hard, but I mean, I hated that. That's the one thing I hated about that. The one thing I hated the most about the Superman movies, but out of all the Superman movies, this is the only one that seems so slow. Like this one was always a lot of talking.
What, the Batman one?
No, the Superman ones. The Batman.
Oh,
ones,
all of them.
All the Superman ones. The Batman ones
See,
got
I
straight to the action.
I wasn't into Superman. Like, I honestly didn't see any of the Henry Cavill movies besides the Batman versus Superman one, and that one was pretty boring.
See,
like for most of it, and it wasn't a good movie.
True.
And I was like, that was a waste.
Yeah, but you see, like Iron Man. Iron Man starts off fast and goes like it's action, action, action. Superman's a whole bunch of action. Batman's a whole bunch of action. Like we fought.
I've never even been into Superman, to be honest, so it's hard for me to get on the hype train. I've always been a Batman OG. The Batman animated series was better. I did watch the Superman.
You never seen
series
Smallville?
and got it. I did like Smallville. Smallville was really good, but yeah, like the Michael Keaton Batman's the animated series, even the newer ones. I mean, not the latest new ones. Oh, dang it! What's the Batman before?
Which one?
The one where he did the Joker, and with Heath Ledger.
Oh, that was a good one. I remember that one.
Who was the Batman in that one?
I forgot the name of that one.
The Dark Knight trilogy. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know that one. But back to the movie. So I mean, the person that's directing this movie is James Gunn. James Gunn already directed majority of the Guardians of the Galaxies. Though you already know that those whole movies are funny.
Christian Bale. Jesus, sorry, I couldn't remember. I had a super brain fire. I know who that guy is, but it's Christian freaking Bale.
Yes, Christian Bale. Yeah, his name is Christian Bale.
Your favorite Batman was Ben Affleck.
Facts. Ben Affleck's fire. No, I'm
Did
joking.
you see the newer ones with Robert Pattinson?
No. Are they good?
I didn't see the Robert Pattinson one. I still haven't seen it.
I gotta see that one.
It's the newest one, but the Dark Knight trilogy with Christian Bale is probably like my overall favorite. But I did like the George Clooney one, and I really did like the Val Kilmer ones. The Val Kilmer did two of them, I believe. Mm-hmm. And those were good.
True. And okay, so he did the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Peacemaker. He did Suicide Squad, and check this, 2002.
Oh, the director of this movie?
The director is
James Gunn?
Yeah, and he did 2002. He did the Scooby-Doo movie.
What were the other movies you said at the beginning?
The Peacemaker, that's the movie with John Cena was a superhero.
Oh, the show?
Yeah, and then he also did the Suicide
Squad.
Suicide
What other movies? He's done a lot of movies.
And the Guardian of the Galaxy.
Okay, Guardians of the Galaxy was really good.
He did all of. So you already know.
But yeah, a lot of those other projects are pretty mid.
So so with that, I really don't know.
I didn't watch Scooby-Doo.
The direction, I don't know what direction. It was 2002. You was probably young. You was young.
No, I wasn't like you.
Horrible.
I wasn't watching
2002
kids shows while I was
like in the 6th, 7th grade.
Oh yeah, 2002 is a while back.
Horrible.
I was like
in the 5th grade.
5th grade, yeah.
So I mean, you probably could have saw it. They probably would have played it in
Yeah, I probably saw it, but I wasn't into it like that.
All right,
I moved on to skateboarding.
Coach just be hating.
I was jumping down stair sets. I wasn't worried about crazy dogs.
Coach be hating the hate, but I mean, this trailer showed a lot of people you may not know about, like Mr. Terrific. They showed Hot Girl. I don't even know how to say
girl.
Because
we just talked about the HAWK TUAH.
yeah, they showed a Metamorph, and they also showed the Crypto the dogs, and also the robot they showed was.
What's the sidekick dude with the T-shaped mask?
That was Mr.
Fantastic.
No, Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific.
Yeah,
he's I don't really remember
inventor
him.
and he's an Olympic athlete.
They said like what this is mainly from like the 60s comics. So it's the Iron Age.
So basically the Silver Age. It was influenced with the Silver Age, which was around the time like the 1950s and the 60s. And then so basically with this Superman movie that's gonna make it different. You're not gonna start off with like, oh yeah, you see him. It's all about him coming to the Earth and him like being adopted by a family. Him going learning his powers and going through all that stuff. Like right now, there's gonna be where like they've been in Earth for a while now. They've been saving Earth for a while now. So you basically catching them in the middle. And all these people that they showed are gonna be like, you're not gonna see all these people they showed, like the Hot Girl and Mr. Terrific. They're gonna make a lot of appearances in the movie, so they have big roles in it. So I mean, I'm really looking forward into this. They got the Green Lantern in here also.
Yeah, the one with the bowl cut.
Yeah, his name is Guy Guardian. The Green Lantern, aka Guy Guardian. That's because so many Green Lanterns.
Yeah, there's a million ones. I forget the name of like the two main ones, but yeah. So, what was that other? Not Smallville, but you see where it says that what is it? Dean Cain from '93 to '97. What was that show where he was Superman?
93 to 97.
I don't remember the name. Hold on.
What you see? 93 to 97.
In the second row to second person.
98 to 92, 93, 97.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I remember seeing his face before. But yeah, what's funny about the DC?
Oh, Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, yeah, with that girl. Yeah. I remember I used to watch it with my family all the time.
I remember that. Yeah,
that was actually good. It was crazy that Superman had two live action good TV shows with this the Lois and Clark show and Smallville, because Smallville was really good when it came out.
True, Smallville was good, but I mean they don't be like these DC shows don't be hit like the Flash didn't hit.
The Flash does have a cult following. I do see that, but it's not like, you're right. It's not like broad audience, like like the whole world's going
like crazy. What's called the Arrow? What's called the Green Arrow dude? I forgot his name.
The Green Hornet?
No, remember he got in the didn't he get in an accident in the helicopter?
No, that's Hawkeye from Marvel.
Yeah, he's Marvel. My bad.
That's not DC.
Okay, so let me see who else. You got Superman. You got
Wonder Woman is DC.
Wonder Woman movies. Her movies that haven't been. I mean, the new one didn't hit like that. They said that was a flop.
It was a fail. Yeah.
They didn't like that one. I mean, and also these characters. It's hard to keep these celebrities even being these superheroes for a long. Continues being these superheroes. That's one thing problem DC has. But the way that James Gunn has this been looking, I mean, I definitely want to check this out. I mean, I've seen a lot of people react to it. All the Superman fans are saying this is gonna be one of the best movies out. It's not gonna be like same boring as always. I mean, the trailer looks like they put a lot of action. They put a lot of stuff into it. They didn't show a lot, but they showed a lot.
I like that they showed the dog, and that was like from what the Silver Age they said back then, that he did have a dog from Krypton.
Yes.
That did get powers when it came to Earth. Mm-hmm. I gotta see. I'm not a Superman fanatic. I was more of an Iron Man, Batman fanatic. But why did the animals? Because there's other like super animals, and Superman himself get powers when they come to Earth. Because I don't think they had the powers before. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they got the powers when they came to Earth.
Well, I thought he had powers when he was on Kryptonian. I thought they.
That's what they said in the
powers, and they put him.
That's what they said in the explanation video. Something like
it was
that.
like a type.
I don't know if I'm like misremembering or I misheard or whatever.
I thought it was like a Dragon Ball Z type situation where, like,
Toward the moon.
Yeah, like Goku was on the planet. They were finna blow up. They shipped him out, and then he just. ended up on Earth.
Oh, he survived his planet getting destroyed?
Yeah, survived his planet getting destroyed.
Oh, yeah,
ended up Earth, kind of
yeah,
picked him up and
That's
raised
what
him.
happened with Superman.
Then he
survived.
slowly like realized his powers is, started controlling them and everything. Got the costume.
Like Luke.
Basically. But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole Superman movie. Are y'all gonna watch it? Do y'all feel like it's gonna be another waste, another snore fest? But moving on, we gotta talk about some more important news.
National security. Over 50 mysterious drones spotted over New Jersey.
They trying to blow New Jersey up for real.
My old homeland. They're trying to take it over. What the F is going on in New Jersey? We got a video here with some disturbing footage. So if you are scared of aliens, I strongly suggest you turn away.
But hit the like button before you do.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Badinga. But here we go.
Thousands of videos are being posted of drones in the sky over New Jersey.
I think we've seen about 40 or 50 of these drones.
That's not a plane.
The government doesn't know what's going on.
What is going on in New Jersey?
We just don't know.
What the heck is going on?
The FBI is investigating them, and they don't know what they are.
Nobody knows what these things
Nobody
are.
knows.
Now I'm worried.
They can't track them. They know that they don't emit a signal.
They don't know anything. They don't know what it is.
So I'm gonna talk to people, go to where these drones have apparently crashed, try to see them for myself, and figure out what is actually going on in New Jersey.
But what was it? Hours earlier, I was invited to join the Ocean County Sheriff Department. They launched their own drones to see if they could intercept the mysterious aircraft New Jersey residents have been reporting in recent weeks. The department says these mystery drones evade detection because they don't give off heat like regular drones.
Why do you think that is? We don't know. It's just something that we haven't, it's not something that we've had our hands on. It's not something that we've experienced.
Something they hadn't experienced until now. One of their officers called 911 after seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
Advised after we made contact with that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean.
50?
50. That was my reaction also. There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
And this is a sworn officer?
A sworn officer, yes. We contacted state police, we contacted the FBI, we contacted the Coast Guard, at which point the Coast Guard went out with their boat.
So basically what they're saying, man, we here in Jersey are
at our wits, and with the complete absence of answers on drone activity over our neighborhoods, the federal government should either explain if these are our government's assets in practice or if these are truly unknown flights, responsibly remove one from sky for examination. Either option would lead us to an answer, and the public is rightfully demanding closure here. Nothing about what is occurring is acceptable. Governor Murphy and President Biden need to step up right now, but Biden is asleep. He's weekend at Bernie's, so what do you expect from him?
Yes, basically. I mean, this whole situation, it's just crazy how nobody can get the facts straight. I mean, we've been wondering, is it really aliens? What's going on? Is it the
aliens are real? We've been know this.
We've been know that,
late.
Of course. But people are saying that the simple fact that they're not shooting, the government isn't shooting us down. They letting these drones just fly around, and if they are landing in people's yards and people call the police or call anybody, they're coming immediately with the hazard squad and getting it removed. I don't really understand what it is. It could be
they're shooting
testing out.
I saw the Instagram reels, TikToks basically, where they were showing that people were shooting at the at the freaking drones with real guns, shooting lasers and shooting real bullets.
Some people were saying don't shoot the guns. And don't shoot the guns.
People were shooting lasers at real planes and messing with them. The pilot's like, "What is going on? Why?"
Turbulence.
But yeah, it's definitely freaky, but there has been some people that said that the drones were possibly looking for, like, maybe there was a misplaced nuke that got misplaced, or someone stole a nuke and they're searching for it, on the East Coast in New Jersey, New York areas on the coast, seeing if there's radiation there that they could sense. Another group of people were saying that they believe that this is a fake alien invasion, that these are all actually done by the U.S. government, and they have control over them, because these are not like regular drones that are size of a kitchen table. These are like even nicer than the nice drones, where they're like the size of school buses, the size of cars. Yeah, like these are huge drones. Like these ain't no little bitty stuff. Because like you got to think it, if you could see it like from a well off distance, it has to be of a certain size.
True.
Because if it's the size of a table and you're looking at it and it's like 5,000 yards away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what a better way to say that is, but like it'll look like super tiny.
True, but I mean, I would have never guessed they use.
Do you think it's a fake alien invasion to distract us? Do you think it's a real alien invasion? Do you think it's a overseas, China, Russia, somewhere else that is trying to spy on us and testing out how it is messing with us with their technology? There's a lot of possibilities. Which one are you leaning towards, Coase?
I'm thinking that it's aliens basically surveillance in the area, trying to see what's around before they come and take away our nutrients and our goods. They're trying to see what areas got the best nutrients they can steal.
You're saying, sorry to cut you off, but you're saying this is like signs?
Yes.
Or they said, like they're sending out the recon squad before they do the real invasion.
Basically, that's what I'm thinking. Because it's been. Well, I remember back in the day, you hear about an alien spying every now and then. Then when the internet happened, internet started booming. You probably hear about it like once every 2 to 3 years. But now you're hearing like every other month. You're hearing a new sighting, something strange going on that can't be explained. I mean, when the own governor has to go on Twitter, Congressman has to go on Twitter and basically post this stuff. I mean. They gotta be like
it's getting to a certain level.
It's getting to a certain level. Like it's a pay grade. Like what are they doing that everybody don't know? Like why aren't they telling at least the Congress people what's going on?
The government, like the White House, is releasing statements where like we don't know what this is.
Pretty much.
I don't know. It just seems weird.
What do you think it is? Do you think it's the aliens basically trying to?
No, I think it's a distraction.
Distraction from what?
I don't know. They're planning something. They want us to think it's aliens. But I think aliens have already been here. I mean, the aliens have been seen, or alien-like things in like cave paintings and like hieroglyphs and all kinds of stuff like that, where they kind of depict pictures of like spaceships or like flying ships or things in the sky. Sure. And if you wonder what that, and then a lot of people say when it comes to like when people that are kind of believing in evolution and how that goes, that they think that like when Neanderthals started to evolve into more like regular people, that there was a huge spike in intelligence, and they think that spike was due to alien manipulation. That basically aliens had something to do to like enlighten the intelligence of like a group of beings. Basically like the caveman. Like they took the caveman and gave them like a little bit extra, like a little special sauce to give us the intelligence where we're like kind of like the beings that we are now that accomplish the things that we have in a short time period, relative speaking, when it comes to things at a galactic level.
True, but I wonder what do we have or what we have created to make them feel like okay. Like I wonder if there's other planets out there that actually have life. I mean, every year you find something new. Like Pluto isn't a planet.
Yeah, I mean that was dumb, man. You called it a planet, whatever. It's a huge mass in space that we know is there. Might as well call it an effing planet.
Then you find out like we haven't been to all the planets. Then some planets that
well, then like people don't believe that we like gone to the moon because there's like supposedly like an invisible force field called like the Van Halen belts.
Yeah.
That keeps like the radiation from the sun. Basically to destroy our atmosphere and all that, and they said that like it's almost impossible to go through that, so that's why they believe we've never been to the moon, because the moon is beyond those limitations and the space station is within the belts, so they think that like we've only gone that far, that we really haven't gotten to the moon. So it's a lot of weird stuff. It is kind of far-fetched to think that we had a live feed in the 60s, way back in the day, where they had less technology that's in your cell phone to get a group of humans to the moon, and then that they were going to broadcast that live, instantaneous. Because if they were really at the moon, like the moon is close, but it ain't that close, because it's a huge mass, and you see how it's big in the sky when it's a full moon, but it's still not like huge. It's a decent amount of space between the moon and the Earth, but it's very weird.
I wonder what.
There's a lot of weird things about life because supposedly like the moon is the exact distance that it needs to be to manipulate the water for like high tide and low tide to make things like the water basically churn on the earth that really helped with like evolution and things in the ocean or like how things work in the ocean and how things like help the planet. And it's like, we also have to be in an exact temperature. So a lot of people believe that there's so many variations that have to be connected that it almost proves that there's an existence of a higher power. But it's all kinds of confusing. You can really get into the nitty gritty and how things interlock and how things go and connect when it comes to space and time and all that stuff. But yeah, it's like Neil deGrasse Tyson talk. And I mean, I could talk about that stuff all day.
But you know what? It's funny. Like, I would say you can't. It's probably not aliens because every time they say aliens are around and they try to record, like they say like, oh, the TV went off or like some type of radio frequencies things happen where like,
oh, they say where they're like in the space station and stuff and like something's going on and then like, oh, it's gonna move his hand over a certain part. Do you think like they're hiding stuff on purpose?
No, like with regular people, like when regular people say that they seen the spaceship, seen some extra.
Like their electronics, like it's almost like what is it, EMP?
Yeah,
where like disables their electronics and like their phone stop working or their car shuts off.
Yeah, so that's what I said. Like, this probably not that because if this was some alien type of situation, it would have had that.
I hope it's aliens.
Like, why would you want to be seen? Like, why would you do that? Not you want to be seen. It doesn't jam. Like, you don't hear nobody say, "Oh, my phone got jammed." It's like, nope. Everybody got videos of this. Either I'm shooting at it, I'm throwing a rock at it, or I'm just looking at it.
I mean, you don't want to mess with no aliens. Anyone that's like advanced enough. Like basically get across space, the vastness of space, and
I wonder if we're gonna be bigger than them, or are they gonna be bigger than us?
I mean,
so many variations.
Allegedly, from what I've heard from like Bob Lazar and other people that say that they've had interactions with like alien spacecraft at Area 51 and other places, that they're relatively like small beings, that they would almost like like a small person size.
A dwarf,
like a dwarf. I don't know, whatever the correct term. Sorry if we don't know, but a small person size. That they're basically of that stature. So I don't know. It's crazy because planets are all different size, and then it's like you also depends on the gravity on your planet, how much muscle you need to basically hold yourself upright. So if you come from a planet that has like super intense gravity, you're probably going to have to be of bigger stature so you could withstand the gravity on that planet.
True.
So it's like all of that comes into consideration when you're like with all of that.
Okay.
It's like what Russell Wilson said. It's unlimited.
Oh, Lord.
The possibilities are unlimited.
There's so many possibilities to this. But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this. It's at least on Earth up. Is it time for us to pay our dues? Y'all tell us. But moving on to paying dues, man, it looks like here Conor McGregor out here trying to get that bag. Conor McGregor has agreed to fight Logan Paul. I mean, this is crazy.
It's going to be in India, and it's a boxing exhibition, which is like a fake fight. It's not going to count towards a real record. But I don't know. I would be excited to see this. I think Conor McGregor's maybe trying to ease himself back into the ring. He says he wants to do UFC after this, so we'll see if he stays true to that. But apparently, he hasn't won like a fight in like 7 years, or something like that.
Yeah, he hasn't won a fight in over 7 years. I mean, the last time you seen him fight was probably back in 2021 when he broke his leg. That was a nasty.
Oh, that sucked, man. People were so hyped to see him back in the ring, and then he literally kicked and got checked. The guy checked the kick, and his leg broke like a twig. That's why you got to drink your milk, kids. Don't believe the hype. Don't drink coconut milk. Don't drink almond milk. It's whole milk or 2%, baby. That's what grows your bones.
I mean, hey, my co-host could be telling the truth.
I'm telling you the truth. I've never broke a bone. I skateboarded my whole life. I played football. I've had nasty falls, nasty hits, and never broke a bone because I drank real milk.
Hey, I mean, that could be true, but people
build up your calcium.
People were saying the reason why Conor McGregor is fighting Logan Paul is because at first he wanted to fight Logan Paul. He wanted to go after the big fish, but Logan Paul wanted him.
It's a big payday.
It would have been a bigger payday, but Jake Paul wanted him to basically get UFC to back him up. But you already know that Dana White and
from USC.
From USC.
They're saying that he has to coordinate this and all of that.
Yeah, him and Dana White ain't on the best of terms. You know they hate each other. They don't like each other at all.
Him and Conor?
No, Dana White and Jake Paul. Remember Jake Paul made the video about him and he always makes music videos about him.
Yeah, but this is Logan.
No, but okay.
Just because it's his brother?
No. Basically, what's going on is that this wasn't originally supposed to be Logan Paul. It was supposed to be Conor versus Jake, but Jake wanted UFC to back up Conor McGregor, and Dana White didn't want to.
Oh yeah.
So,
but like he's saying he would let it slide with Logan.
Yeah, he let it slide with Logan because Logan is
an entertainer.
That Logan's working with WWE. He was a United States champion. He's working with WWE, UFC, WWE are both signed with TKO. The whole conglomerate. That's the whole basically that owns both of them. It's basically the label that owns both of them, and it's easy. So it's not basically you're not going against a competitor, so that's easy money to be split. You ain't
getting a guaranteed decent payday.
Guaranteed decent payday. So that's one thing he has to go with. And Logan Paul doesn't out here talking ish about Dana White, but Jake Paul is actually it's like you can look up Jake Paul dissing Dana White. He has music videos of him dissing Dana White, saying "F Dana don't pay his athletes. He over there as a slave owner. He's doing all this other stuff." And like he's always saying that. So tisk. So I mean, Conor McGregor's gonna fight Logan. I mean, they said this may draw more people than Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. We have a video clip, right? It's not. It's just a funny little clip. You can play the video.
Stay on your And it was Conor, Joe, who initiated the tape.
Basically saying the rumors about me fighting
with the Ambani family to face Logan Paul in the boxing exhibition in India. I have agreed I will seek my return to the octagon. I will then seek my return to the octagon. And that tweet itself from Conor McGregor's X account got 4.6 million.
But I mean, some people aren't believing it because Conor McGregor was supposed to be in UFC 303, but he backed out. So, I mean,
injury, right? That's what he said.
That's what he allegedly said because of an injury. So, I mean, we really don't know if he's really going to go back to the octagon. He may be doing this for a big payday. But, I mean, it's other people also in the works of trying to steal Logan Paul away from Conor McGregor, like Roy Jones Jr. I told you how Roy Jones was like, oh, yeah, you give me $20 million, I'll take the fight. We'll make it a real fight. Odds be way better than Mike Tyson's because I guess he's saying his legs are more healthier. He'll be able to move around. He'll be able to throw more punches. And also, I guess he's alleging that he'll fight until Logan Paul knocks him out.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be an interesting fight. Logan Paul definitely surpassed my expectations when he fought Floyd Mayweather.
True.
A lot of people called that fight a draw, which is crazy because it's supposedly the greatest boxer of all time, and you had a novice give you a draw. And especially when he came out doing those crazy haymakers. And Floyd did nothing but cover up. That was definitely. I know they said, "Oh, he didn't really punch him," but it's not a good look. Just be like protecting yourself and have a dude wailing on you.
True.
And
remember when
Conor McGregor also fought Floyd, and I think he lost in like the 10th round. They called the fight, but I watched the highlights, and honestly, it looks like Conor McGregor was killing him for like 6-7 rounds straight, and then the last few rounds. Floyd kind of started unloading on him, and but the call of the fight, like when he called the fight and said, "Oh, he's done," like waved him off, like
it looked phony.
It looked like way too early because he was still in it. He was still moving. He wasn't like drunk and like wobbling, like god, like he's teeter tottering. It was nothing like that, and he wasn't like out of it or anything. So I honestly don't know why they called it, but. Floyd did the rope-a-dope and just let a UFC fighter that's used to a shorter fight get tired in the late rounds and then beat up on him in like the last 2 or 3 rounds, and they called the fight. But I think if they let the fight finish, I don't know if they were going to do 10 or 12, I don't remember. But if there was just only going to be 10 rounds and he finished him with like only 2 minutes left, I think if he would have just I think that's why they called it, because I think if they didn't call it and it went to the scorecard, I think Conor 100% would have won.
True. I mean, yeah, and he wasn't.
And that would have been crazy. Every highlight video I seen when I went to the comment section,
was like Conor won.
Like, oh, I'm so surprised in Conor's ability. He's never boxed before, and he was like kind of piecing him up, Floyd, for certain parts of the fight, and like taking advantages, like, or when he's in this one stance that's like untouchable, he was touching him what no one has ever done, and like on all these comments that were even Floyd fans giving up to Conor. True. I'm not a huge Conor fan, but I do think he is super entertaining. I think he will beat Logan Paul.
But how much do you believe in the exhibition boxing matches?
If he learns from his mistakes, if he gets in enough cardio shape that he can last 10, 12 rounds, or if they make it an 8-round fight, I think that would be perfect. Because I think he has the cardio for that. So he's got to learn from that and make it where if he does take a boxing match, it's only like 8 or 10 rounds, not a freaking like 12-round match when he's a novice. That doesn't make sense when you're used to like 3 or 5-round fights in the UFC. Because I think all fights that aren't championship fights are only 3 rounds.
Yeah,
they're like super short.
Yeah, they are super short. And I mean,
and if you judge the fight off of that, like he would have won off of the first 3 rounds, 100%. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. He definitely would have won that. I mean, I don't really know how much I believe into these exhibition fights. A lot of these just be glorified entertainment. A lot of it's just entertainment.
It's like WWF.
Yeah, they already know who the winner is. They just trying to put on a show until then. But I mean, Logan Paul's record in boxing isn't the greatest. I mean, he had a draw with KSI. He had a draw with Floyd Mayweather. He beat the Dylan Dennis dude that was like trying his wife and everything.
Duke Dennis?
No, Dylan Dennis. Horrible. Yeah, Dylan Dennis, and then like he ended up fighting. He didn't end up getting in the ring. He basically didn't do anything. He ran around. It was like one of the boringest fights ever, and everybody booed him. But I mean, so Logan Paul really hasn't knocked anybody out. I mean, he did show something with Floyd Mayweather, but he's like 30 times bigger than Floyd Mayweather, so I don't really know how much I really count that. But I do know this fight, it won't be no snore fest. It ain't gonna be like no rope a dope. I don't think Logan and Conor McGregor are gonna actually like run around the ring. They really gonna fight. But I honestly feel like when it's the whole press conference, all Conor McGregor gonna do is talk about, I really wanted to fight your brother, but he was scared.
I really want to fight your brother.
But I mean, I guess I won the consolation prize. I mean, if Roy Jones Jr. saying he'll accept $20 million, I know Conor McGregor and Logan Paul can generate way more than $20 million. Cause
you think way more?
Yeah, because Logan Paul can gain the audience, and also.
You think Conor's bigger than Mike Tyson? Is that what you're telling me? And you think Logan's bigger than Jake, even though Jake's the boxing dude, like the one that takes it more serious? Is that what you're telling me?
I think with Mike Tyson, you know about Mike Tyson, about what he did in the ring, and with Conor.
No, I'm asking you.
What?
Is Conor McGregor a bigger draw right now than Mike Tyson? And is Logan Paul a bigger pull right now than Jake Paul? I want to know. What do you think about each one of those?
Nah, I
Jake
think,
Paul, Logan Paul. Who's the bigger pull?
Jake Paul's the bigger pull. Jake Paul's a way bigger pull than
Logan, right?
Than Logan Paul.
And then who's the bigger pull, Mike Tyson or Conor?
Maybe Conor. Conor has more of a shot. I think more.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you're saying, like, oh, they're gonna do more, but it's like, will they really? If they're not even on their, like, if that fight's not even on technically on that level.
I mean, it was kind of cheating with the whole Jake Paul and Mike Tyson because they had it on Netflix.
BS, yeah.
And it was like everybody, like, how do you really count?
Everybody and their mama got Netflix.
Everybody and their mama got Netflix. Like, are you just counting everybody? Like, oh yeah, you have Netflix, you watch it. If you watch it for 2 minutes on Netflix, you watch it. Like, I mean, their
stats are different, yeah.
Yeah, of course. That. And you already know when Mike Tyson showed his butt cheeks, everybody tuned in.
You got excited.
Horrible. You a hater, but I mean, everybody tuned in for that. So, like, are you counting that?
Everyone tuned in for. That's not what they tuned in for, Coach. Oh my God, you want to see the jock strap back?
Exactly. So, I mean, they had that thing. So, I really don't know how they're gonna do this. It's gonna be on ESPN. This is gonna be like one of them Danza type of things. Like, what
Bonanza.
is Danza?
Oh,
the thing that
Dazen or Danzin, yeah, whatever it is.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Shout
out Devin Haney. Shout out Devin Haney. Poor little Devin. Why wasn't that a topic?
Why you wanted to try? I didn't know you want to talk about Devin Haney.
Devin always gets his talk.
I mean, it's already bad enough. I don't like how Devin. I mean, we talked about.
So
this.
What was this girl doing?
He was basically talking to Young Thug.
Oh yeah, his
and she girl
was crying to Young Thug, saying, "I only want you." How is a dude in jail a better option than you, my dog? That's what I want.
He got to change Muslim.
You're going out sad like Travis Hunter right now, and I love Travis.
True. They made shirts
It's
by him.
unforgivable.
But I
you need
mean,
to bounce back, Travis. You'll do better.
You seen what happened? How he was like, "Oh, I'm not going to court against Ryan. I'm not going to court against Ryan Garcia," and the whole little,
Oh, because he's scared because Ryan Garcia whooped him already.
Yeah, he's trying to sue him
and then he
for
got
assault.
For whatever reason, he got that fight thrown out.
Mm-hmm. He said he had
He's like, I'm back to undefeated. Yeah, he didn't have no steroids.
That's what he's trying to allegedly.
It's crazy that people, like all kinds of fighters, take protein or whatever powder whenever they work out, and if it has traces of anything that they don't know about, now they're using steroids. Ryan Garcia definitely didn't look like he was on steroids.
Yeah, and
he made weight, so it's like.
I mean, he
I don't know. I think
weight
Devin
about 3
Haney's
pounds, like
just
2-3 pounds.
I think. Oh yeah, he did miss it, but I mean, it wasn't like by like
it wasn't
15,
a lot.
20 pounds.
Nah.
I don't know. I think Devin Haney's a sore loser. He's just mad that he got mollywopped.
He got mollywopped in that. He's suing them. I mean, he was at one point. Well, he's suing him. He got Ryan Garcia suspended for a whole year. Ryan Garcia ended up getting that fight. He would get an exhibition fight that he was going to do overseas in like Japan or something like that. But like that ended up getting canceled because he just hurt himself in training a couple of weeks ago. But like, I mean, it's funny how Devin Haney still don't got no fight lined up. He's saying like this ruined his whole reputation. He can't bounce back from this. So I mean, and then on top of that,
I don't know what he's gonna do.
He got the whole Young Thug situation with his whole girl, and it's weird how his girl is saying, "Oh, this is old," but like you talking about the Diddy situation. Young Thug was just in jail.
You're talking about stuff that happened a month ago.
Yeah, exactly. Like
that's not 2 years ago.
It wasn't the stuff. Wasn't adding up at all. I mean, I don't know how they gonna handle this. Hopefully, this doesn't end up like the whole Travis Hunter situation where people making like hoodies.
Deactivate your account.
People making hoodies and sweatshirts out of it. They bully him, a dog.
Bullies.
But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this. But moving on, it's time to talk about some NBA. Looks like here the NBA announced a new format for the 2025 All-Star Game in San Francisco Bay Area. We got Kevin Durant talking about how he feel about this, and then we gonna let you know what the format gonna be.
A new All-Star Game format?
Is it like 4 different teams?
Yeah, 4 teams, 6 players each. I think they're drafted by like Kenny and Shaq and Chuck, and then it's like a tournament style first to 40 points.
I hate it. Absolutely hate it. It's terrible. All-Star Game, formats changing, all the formats terrible in my opinion. And we should just go back to East-West and just play a game. I think we've been trying to bring that flair back somehow with the All-Star Weekend, but I think we just keep it traditional. But we'll see how this one works. You never know. I might be wrong. I'm just another guy with an opinion, but we'll see how it works.
We're going to see how it works. So here it is. You see the rules. 24 NBA All-Star selections divided into 3 8-player teams. The 4th team is going to be the winner of the Rising Star Champions, which is basically the first-year players, second-year players,
and the rookie sophomore game winners.
And the G League All-Stars also be in it. So whoever wins that, they're going to end up being on a team, and then they're going to end up being in the whole mini-game tournament. You already see here Charles Barkley, Shaq, Kenny, and also Candace Parker is going to be the coaches of the team. So I mean, this looks kind of interesting. I mean, I do got to give it to the NBA. They are trying to do something different to bring the views back to the All-Star Game, because the All-Star Games are boring. I mean, there's no defense. It's really just trying to see them score 3,000 points.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Like, I feel like it's dumb how they try to mess with it before. Where they had like the teams, like the score would reset after every quarter, but then at the end of the 3rd quarter going into the 4th, like they would add up all the scores up from the first 3 quarters, so it actually did count.
It made no sense.
But they're like, if you won the quarter, then it went to your charities instead of their charities. I think they should just give the winning team $1 million, and they can give it to whatever charities they want or keep it, whatever they want to do, especially for all the other players that are maybe not making that much money as the superstars, and just have East versus West and let it be what it is, and maybe with $1 million on the line for the winning team.
That's boring.
That'll make it go. I loved all the East and West. I didn't like when they tried to do all these other little games.
You didn't like the part
or
when
mini tournaments. This seems okay. We'll see
the
how
coaches?
it goes this year. But
like,
what?
When they had the coaches, like when LeBron James was the coach for like LeBron versus Giannis, he was like Coach LeBron versus Coach Giannis, and he had his team.
Oh, where they picked?
Yeah, and they picked.
No, I like East versus West. I always liked it because like that's how it was always in like NBA Live or 2K when you're playing the basketball games back in the day. That like oh, like your friend will pick the East versus West because like your friend will be like, no, the East is better. Like we'll pick the East All Stars.
So then, what would you do to make it better? Then to bring more views because that's not working anymore.
Just East versus West, but just make it $1 million prize.
That doesn't
to the winning team per player.
So does that mean like they can play? So you want them to play harder? It's more competition. You trying to get that?
Yeah, play harder, win money.
I mean, I guess. I mean,
and then I'd also like to see on the
what about
instead
the All-Star
of the
game?
skills challenge, they should have a one-on-one contest, like one-on-one champion, where you got to score inside the 3-point line, and you're maybe allowed a certain amount of dribbles, and you maybe play a game to 3.
Like King of the Hill, King of Castle.
Yeah, like one of those games.
I mean, but what? I mean, that'd be okay. I mean, they do it every day in practice.
Mandate that it has to be all stars in the dunk contest. So there's 4 players. We need 4 all-stars. 4 of the all-star players, or if it's one of the rising star players, it could be 1 rising star. But the other 3 has to be actually current all-stars.
So you don't like
they should make that a requirement.
You don't like the G League person that be coming in doing all the crazy dunks?
No, but I said yes. Give them 1.
Okay.
The G League or 2A player that's the best dunker that can do all the sick crazy dunks. Give them 1 because they usually have 4 dunkers. The other 3 have to be other all stars because you know damn well that the other all stars that there's at least 3 of them that could dunk half decent or do some crazy stuff.
Okay.
I mean, it's crazy how many dudes are scared from it. I mean, Michael Jordan did it multiple times. You know, Dominique Wilkins, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. I mean, Kobe did the dunk contest. But LeBron's little scared self, this is why he'll never be the GOAT because he's not an alpha, would never do the dunk contest because he was scared.
I mean, I can believe that. I really feel like but he did do. He won the dunk contest in high school.
Yeah, that's a different competition.
He still did it. You seen him do it.
He was scared for the pro level.
I mean, he still could do the same.
He's supposedly one of the best dunkers of all time, which he is.
I mean,
but I just think it's kind of weak.
He would have lost.
I think it's super weak that he keep on saying he was going to do it, and he literally got so old that he couldn't do it anymore.
Think about it.
It's like like such a jerk move. Like it's such like a cheap shot to the fans. That's why I love like. Jordan didn't take all these games off like these soft players now, and he was in the dunk contest where, it put on for the fans. Where now like LeBron's so scared about his ego that he never wanted to compete. Because I don't think Jordan won every dunk contest he was in, but he did a handful of them. I think he won all of them but one, but he was competing.
Yeah, he did compete, but I mean, think about it. If LeBron James would have been in the dunk contest and then was in the one with Nate Robinson and lost, you'd have been like, he lost the dunk contest to Nate Robinson.
Hey, you got to risk it for the biscuit.
I mean, that's horrible.
If you want to be the GOAT, you got to show me.
And then you seen how they were cheating. Who was the Dwayne Wade one? Or who was the Dwayne Wade dunk contest with Eric Gordon got cheated?
Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine, or everyone thought Aaron Gordon should have won.
Exactly.
But Zach LaVine won because Dwayne Wade was the Russian judge. That's what they said, not my
Pretty much. But, I mean, so back to this All-Star game. So this All-Star game is going to be a little different this time. It's going to be more fan interaction. Voting starts from December 19th all the way to January 20th. They're saying
I already saw them advertising it.
Yep. They're saying that fan voting is going to be worth 50%. Media and athletes going to be worth 25%. So, I mean, this is going to be crazy. I mean, ain't no telling.
Where's the other 25? Or 25 each?
It's 50, 25, 25.
Okay.
That's 100.
I got you.
Horrible. But, I mean, some people were saying they don't know what's going to end up happening. Will, like, the whole Zaza Pachulia situation happen, which is crazy. I didn't know, like, in 2016, 17.
We're getting P.J. Washington as an all-star in Dallas. We already got Luka. Kyrie's going to be an all-star this year for sure. He's having a great year. One of his better years. But we got to have a third all-star in Dallas. I'm voting. Oh, no, not PJ. Klay Thompson, welcome back to the All-Star.
I mean, that may happen because that's what happened to Allen Iverson. They said when he only played like 28 games in what season was?
For Memphis?
The 2010 season in Memphis.
Yeah. People just want to see AI, man.
What if they vote for Bronny James?
GOAT.
I mean, it's possible.
He did drop 30 points in the G League. That's pretty all-stars.
And true that. And on top of that,
people hate on him so much. Let that kid live, man.
True. I mean, But still, I mean, it is possible because the way I read the rules about how they doing voting, and like, yeah, people can vote.
They have double vote days too.
Yeah, double and triple vote days,
Yeah.
and then like if you have an NBA ID and you signed in with an account,
It's extra vote.
It's extra vote, and you win a chance of winning a sweepstakes to go to the All-Star game. So it's possible that it can happen.
We need to start voting.
Of course, I definitely need to start voting. I don't know who I know I'm gonna vote for LeBron James.
Luka.
Ain't nobody vote for Luka.
Kyrie.
No.
Derek Lively.
I'm voting.
PJ Washington.
I'm voting for
Klay Thompson.
Bronny James. I'm voting for LeBron James. I'm voting for Ja Morant.
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves. That's my dog, Austin Reeves. You be shouting him out every game.
Your
dog Austin. You love you some hillbilly Kobe.
Oh, I mean, isn't he injured?
No, he played.
Oh, he's back playing. 'Cause I do know the people that are. The funny thing is that the only thing that Adam Silver has control over is basically like the people that are selected to be in the
injury replacements.
The injury replacement. That's the only thing he's responsible for doing.
Oh my God. He's a terrible selector.
I mean, you don't know who's going. You don't know who's going to be as.
Chris named Chris Paul's alternative, even though he's averaging like 5 points a game.
That's gonna be horrible. But I mean, the All-Star lineup is gonna be basically named on January the 23rd, and then the reserves and everybody else is gonna be named on January the 30th. And you already know how they're gonna do it. They're gonna announce it on the with Charles Barkley, and then they can put out the cards and announce all the All-Stars gonna be starting, and who they select.
It's gonna be interesting.
I mean, it definitely is. I mean, I can't.
We'll see if this year's fun. If it's cool, it proves me wrong.
It gotta
I don't
be.
care.
I mean, think about football.
But if not, East-West. Go back to what worked.
But think about I mean, people like the NFL, they changed their whole Pro Bowl thing because remember before it used to be.
The Pro Bowl always sucked.
It's true that, but remember before it used to be after the Super
Worst
Bowl.
All-Star game, yeah.
But now they're doing like before the Super Bowl. They do the.
Was it after? I thought it was before.
No,
I thought it was always before on the week off. Because then I get a whole week off before the Super Bowl. I get like 2 weeks off, but it's like the actual week before is the Pro Bowl week. I mean, it was like that.
I thought it was the other way around. Where before, I mean, y'all comment down below which way it was. Was it y'all comment down? Was it after the Super Bowl and then it was that or what? But I mean, they did change up that. They had like because remember now at the Super Bowl. They went from like, oh yeah, you can't hit anybody to like now they're playing dodgeball. Now they're doing like this whole catch competition. Who can catch?
Oh, they doing like the little like combine type games.
Yeah, they're doing
instead of like real stuff.
Yeah, they're doing like combine.
Didn't they still do a real game though?
I think it's like flag football now. It's like 2-hand touch. It's like they doing that.
Football
now.
is lame for all-star stuff.
They
Like
want
it's
people to
not
get
like
hurt.
basketball. You can't like do tricks in football. It's not really like a trick type game. I mean, kind of, sort of, like as far as juking people, but beyond that, not really.
It's not that many, really not that many cool games that they have that they can do on.
I mean, like even think about it, hockey or soccer. Their all-star games probably aren't the greatest either. They're super low-scoring games.
Baseball. I think baseball's the only all-star game that people want to see. The home run.
No, I'm saying that's what I was gonna say. It's different. It's like their slam dunk contest. The people aren't tuning in for the actual all-star game. They're tuning in for the home run derby, which is usually the night before.
True.
So
yeah. The home run derby is.
That's like the dunk contest on Saturday night. But they just need to have the good guys do it. You can't have all these like unknowns be in the dunk contest and be like, why wasn't it good? It's like there wasn't a single guy that plays more than 15 minutes a night in a dunk contest.
But those be the most athletic ones.
Nah, you got to give it to the most athletic of dudes that actually play.
DeMar DeRozan.
He's kind of getting old.
I mean,
Derrick Jones Jr. Throw him in there.
Derrick Jones. He's not an all-star.
No, but he's playing like over 15 minutes.
But he's not, I mean,
at least a guy that's like a heavy rotation player, a bare minimum. Don't give me these randoms that don't even play. At least give me a rotation player or starter. He starts.
That should be like Tyler Hero.
I mean, if he has some dunks, I think since he's a smaller person, like when you're a smaller person, dunks look good. So he could maybe possibly do some like Nate Robinson type stuff. He's not that tiny, but he can make some dunks look good. I don't know what his vertical's looking like. I don't really see him ever dunk, but if he had some like fancy stuff up his sleeve.
Most likely gonna be like one of the dudes from the young dude from Atlanta. I think his last name like Young.
Trae Young?
Not Trae Young. I'm tripping.
The power forward dude.
The power forward dude.
I forget his name.
Yeah, the power forward dude
like
for Atlanta. Hunter. Was he not Hunter? I forgot his name.
No, that's the dude that dunked on Wemby, right? Lindsey Hunter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. him. So I mean, young dudes that's hopping like that. I really think it's just young ones. I don't think there's no real old ones that's really doing.
Throwing Thanasis.
Who?
From the Bucks, Giannis brother.
Oh Lord, it's hard.
Throwing Omax. No, but he's not playing. He wouldn't make it. My own rules.
Exactly. I mean, Zach LaVine probably not gonna do it again. Not Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin's not even on the roster.
I said Blake Griffin. I'm tripping. Y'all comment down below who y'all think will be in the dunk contest. How y'all feel about this whole All-Star Game format, man? But moving on to some more NBA news. Looks like Christmas is coming early. Spurs play Knicks. Timberwolves play Mavs. Lakers play Warriors. Sixers play Celtics. That's gonna be a good one. Nuggets play the Suns. And some of this is gonna be at the Dunk Hall with Mickey Mouse. We got a video right here.
They're gonna have the alternate broadcast, I think, on Disney Plus and ESPN too. Where they're gonna have the character or the players Disneyfied and have an animated Disney type game.
I like this. I like this thing they got going on, man. They trying to bring. I like how they trying to bring more attention.
We're all so excited to have you here. What do you think about playing a game right here on Main Street?
That's like a dream come true, being able to play on Main Street. I feel like, with the castle in the background, and hopefully we have some familiar faces in the crowd cheering us on that we all grew up watching.
Playing a game on Main Street is a bucket list thing for sure. Definitely pretty cool.
Basketball courts often have the ability to make a normal environment look special, but in Disney, it can only turn out incredible.
Yeah, it's gonna be so crazy to see the game animated. I think what's dope about it is it'll give kids another opportunity to watch a game and to see us basically as characters.
Christmas Day at noon Eastern. See these ridiculous characters go at it. What do they got? Brunson and Wemby, and then Brunson and C.
Yes, yeah, Brunson. So I mean, this is gonna be real cool. They're gonna have maybe gonna have Goofy running, bouncing the ball and everything. But I mean, I really like that how they're doing this. NFL's doing the whole Simpsons thing, or they be doing the thing on Nickelodeon. But I mean, these games right here. Which games, Coles, are you looking forward to? It go down from the top.
Spurs Knicks will be entertaining.
I mean, when Victor
I think
Wembanyama,
the Knicks will win by easy margin.
You think so? You think Victor Wembanyama gonna get shut down?
No, I think he might show out. He might have 25 to 32 points, but they're gonna lose. The Spurs find a way to lose.
They have the supporting cast isn't that good. I mean,
Castle's good, the rookie, but beyond Castle and Wemby, seems like the other guys only show up a handful of nights.
Yeah, and the only thing you know about Chris Paul is the only thing you can guarantee with Chris Paul is he's gonna have at least over 8 assists, and he's gonna be all passing to Wemby. But I mean, I do like that. I mean, Brunson has been showing up. Karl Anthony Towns has been balling, so we definitely want to see that. Then moving on to the Timberwolves versus the Mavs. Now this is gonna be different from the whole playoff. This a whole playoff time where Kent Towns was there. They got Julius Randles. How you think about this one?
I definitely think the T-Wolves have taken a step back with getting rid of the big cat. I know that you're kind of getting a 2-for-1, or you're getting two really good players versus an all-star, one all-star level player when they got DiVincenzo and Julius Randle. But I just think as far as those pieces, fitting, I don't think they fit at all. I think that's why the Timberwolves are currently struggling and currently in play-in position if the playoffs were to start tomorrow. I know the season is young, but they are not looking good. Anthony Edwards is getting texts. I mean, his grandpa freaking showed up to his first game since he's seen him in high school, and he dropped 16 points and then was cussing at the officials in the after-game press conference where he's pretty much 100% going to get fined. So the Timberwolves seasons definitely have been a letdown. They're not figuring out, and the spacing's not working with Randall in the starting lineup. It's been pretty treacherous to watch to see them fall off. Dallas beat them pretty handedly last year, and they're a worse team, so I'm not worried about them. Anything can happen any given night, but I think in most cases, especially in a series, Dallas is going to beat them. Luka's been on and off with his health, but he just recently played and had a dang near triple-double. He's playing good. Kyrie's playing at an all-star level again. Klay Thompson's learning that he can pick and choose and to kind of shoot as needed and really doesn't need to overexert himself and kind of can super coast. So he's in a perfect role. PJ Washington's killing it on defense, and then Derek Lively's holding it down the center with the super sub Daniel Gafford. So Dallas is definitely looking like they're going to be at the top of the West. Definitely going to be a top 3 team in the West and get home court. But we'll see if their health holds up. And then you got the Lakers versus Warriors. The Lakers actually just lost a heartbreaker. And
to the Pistons, they lost.
They lost to the Pistons. It was really bad, man.
I mean, the Pistons just beat they beat the Suns, so I give it to them.
Yeah, I mean, they actually got the ball with the down 3 with like 7 seconds left, and LeBron threw a mishap on defense, got a wide open shot and just straight up bricked it. Wide open, uncontested. No,
True.
I mean, it sounds like a phony goat to me.
It's not a phony goal. Cause I mean, if you see on the
Ain't
other,
no bad.
if you see on the other side, what about Steph Curry? They got Steph Curry basically throwing up goose eggs. I think it's like one.
Oh, they lost by 50 to Memphis.
And
but they've also bounced back and won since then. But they've been hot and cold. It's either like they're dominating or getting dominated. I don't think they'll be as good as they were, but they could definitely be a dark horse team in the West. And that's kind of the position they are. They were like a top 3 team when they started off hot, but now they've kind of been more and kind of playing the 6 through 10 positions.
Yeah, they definitely got to make a trade. They definitely have to make a trade.
Well, they're rumored for trades. They might trade for freaking LeBron. They might give him Kuminga, Moody.
That's not gonna make him no better. I mean, yeah, they just lost to the
Gary Payton, maybe.
They just lost to the Pacers. What's Steph Curry had? Steph Curry had 10 points this game right here.
Yeah, I mean, I know he kind of like was doing bad and then bounced back and then started doing bad again. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's kind of had a roller coaster season.
He just dropped 10 points. He dropped 10 points against the Pacers. Then he played on the 21st. He played the Timberwolves, dropped 31. Then he played the Grizzlies and only dropped 2 points.
That's crazy. That's wild.
I mean, yeah, and he hasn't been. I mean, yeah, he.
3-pointers been off.
3-pointers been off. Not 2 for 9.
0 for 7. I see that.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah, but then he had 7 for 16 against the Minnesota Timberwolves to make the 31. So I mean, he's chucking a lot of threes. Look like he's doing a lot of work.
Yeah, I don't believe in Golden State. I think they're a play-in team. I think they're a 6 through 10 team. So I think they could win and maybe be like a 7-8 seed is where I see them.
They got to trade.
Same thing with the Lakers.
Wiggins. They got to trade Wiggins for.
They can trade Wiggins, Kuminga, Moody, and somebody else for LeBron. Would that be enough? Like a package of 4 players and 2 draft picks, like 4 good players.
I mean,
for LeBron and Bronny.
Remember they also rumored to get Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah, they could throw that package to Jimmy Butler if LeBron don't want to go.
So Jimmy Butler, Kuminga, and Steph Curry and Draymond on the same team.
Kuminga wouldn't be there. They would have to trade him.
They trade Wiggins.
They're gonna want Wiggins and Kuminga.
Nah, Wiggins not aggressive.
You what are you saying? Give him Wiggins, Moody, and like a 1st-round pick?
I mean, it really wouldn't make any sense to trade
Wiggins, Moody, and Podziemski.
Yeah,
Would you do that?
Wiggins, yeah, I do that as long as I keep Kuminga, because there's no point again trading both aggressive people.
And Wiggins kind of fall off where Kuminga's younger and on the rise.
Yeah,
so
he's younger on the rise.
Hold on to that.
He's moving around, he's cutting, he's doing things. Andrew Wiggins sometimes just be sitting there waiting.
And then we got the Celtics versus Sixers, and the Phillies definitely imploding. Joel Embiid got thrown out of the game after attacking a female ref. It was pretty crazy stuff. People getting thrown out, unthrown out. Bad calls, Wemby flopping all over the place, typical Spurs basketball, just like Ginobili. But he got thrown out. They've been super unhealthy. They've been a dysfunctional team. I don't expect anything else of them. I got the Celtics beat them, even though I hate the Celtics, because I think they're going to be right there, and we might Dallas might face them in the finals again. And
let's get beat.
I don't know. Kyrie's going to have to break the curse.
Exactly, Kyrie's going to have to break the curse.
Luka's going to have to stay healthy.
People going to have
Clay's going to have to show up where Derrick Jones Jr. didn't. So that's the factors.
I mean, and you see Peyton Pritchard, new 6th man of the year.
They just unlocked. It's like once you think you've killed them all, and then it's like when Cell did the Cell Juniors. It's like, really? We got to deal with these super strong.
And Peyton Pritchard can give you anywhere between 10 points to 30 points. Because there's been some games he dropped like 30 points.
We're sticking Najee Marshall on him. Shut him down.
I mean, you definitely have to do that.
Quentin Grimes.
Have to do
clothesline him. No, I'm just kidding. Then we got the Nuggets versus the Suns. I think the Suns just lost. Oh yeah, they no, didn't they just play each other? They literally just played each other. They're gonna play each other again.
That's gonna be trash.
And I think, yeah, because it was Kevin Durant versus Westbrook, and the Nuggets won.
That's gonna be horrible. Nuggets, yeah, that's what it's looking.
So they're playing again.
Yeah, they just played the Suns. They won 117 to 90. And
they're playing on the 23rd, off the 24th, and then play them again on the 25th. That was like Dallas playing the Clippers twice in a row, and they lost 1-1.
That's just nasty. They beat the Pelicans. I mean, so they on a 2-game winning streak. They beat the Suns. They beat the Pelicans. They lost to the Trailblazers. Trailblazers been surprising me. They be surprising me every now and then. But with the Suns, only thing I like about the Suns is their roster. Like, I don't know, is Bradley Beal playing? Is he not playing? Is Devin Booker not playing? Who not showing up to the game? I mean, that's the only thing I don't like about the Suns. It's real crazy how I have so much high expectation for them, especially with Bradley Beal coming from the Wizards, and he was dropping like 30 points. Sometimes he dropped like almost 40 points a game.
Someone always has to take the Chris Bosh, Kevin Love role co-host.
True
There's
that.
always one guy that was averaging 20 points a game. When you become the third option, your kind of ceiling is anywhere from like 16 to 18, even though if you were a 25 or 30 point per game guy, when you're the third option on a big three team, you usually drop down to anywhere to 15 to 18 points. I mean, Kevin Love was averaging 13 and went down to averaging like 16 when he was on the Cavs. So it's like that's what the Suns got to decide. Who's going to be the sacrificer? Because it's usually one of the big three's got to sacrifice the most.
True.
I mean, think about it. Even with Draymond, Clay, and Steph, Draymond is the one that sacrificed and did the dirty work. Even with the Bulls, with Pippen and Jordan and Rodman. Rodman did all the dirty work.
But that was an easy choice because Rodman couldn't shoot the ball. Draymond can't. I mean, Draymond's been shooting now, but
better. But yeah, same thing.
Draymond couldn't shoot the ball, but this person can shoot. But I mean, sticking them in the corner and be like, "Stay here." Then we just be ready to catch and shoot. I mean, it don't work with everything you do, but I mean
that's why I'm happy that Clay kind of got that role in Dallas because like he's older and he can't do as much, but he's still a marksman, so you got to respect it and honor the spacing and guard him. You can't leave him open, so it's like Clay can have 8 or 10 points one night, and he can have 30 points the next night, just depending on how much they're leaving him open, and he's perfectly fine with, having maybe a few big games in a row, and maybe having a few lower games in a row. But if the team's, constantly winning, he's cool, and that's like kind of the perfect third star that you need. So hopefully we'll see if Clay can kind of keep that role, and then the playoffs, if Kyrie or Luka ain't hitting, Clay could have a huge game and maybe swing a game for Dallas in the playoffs. That's what I'm hoping with his expertise, because PJ kind of was that X factor last year, but with having PJ and Clay as double X factors, I'm excited, especially with Najee Marshall being an X factor off the bench too.
Definitely hit the tough part. I guess kind of tough part of y'all whole. Yep, January gonna be the tough month. It'll be a toughest month. That's gonna be the actual.
Pelicans and Wizards back to back are trash.
Pelicans and Wizards. That's not Pelicans and Wizards back to back. That's
Hornets, Timberwolves will be the Timberwolves.
I don't know. That means it's a tough one.
I don't know. Luka's been rested up. They've been resting him. They've been keeping out games.
The Rockets, that's a tough one.
I think because they've had an easier part of the schedule, so they've been like kind of alternating, taking out Luka and Kyrie. So hopefully they're rested up because it's going to be go time. You want to ramp up if you're playing tougher teams. A little later on in the season. That's kind of what you want to do anyways. Kind of work your way into the season.
Like January 9th is gonna be the easiest game. Is the Trailblazers. You got the Rockets. They've got a better record than y'all. The Cavs. Then the Grizzlies, the Lakers, y'all could possibly win that game.
We beat the Grizzlies last time we played them too. I think we could beat the Cavs.
But was that with or without John Morant?
He played.
Probably. Gotta see. Definitely gotta see. Who did? I gotta see who didn't play that game. Yeah, then it could be a tough one. Then I gotta play the Nuggets back to back.
But then we get the Pelicans. And then we gotta play the Thunder.
But look, you play the Nuggets on the 12th. You play the Nuggets on the 14th. Then you play the Pelicans on the 15th.
They're trying to hate on us.
It's one of them three.
Sometimes they be doing that with the schedule, man. You're like, God dang, we play like 5 games in like 8 days.
Y'all play your Emerson's the Thunder again on the 23rd. Then on the 25th you play the Celtics.
January 25th.
Yep.
That'll be an intense game. Is that in Boston?
Yep.
Did you see?
It's in,
first time we play them is in Boston.
That's gonna be. No. First time you play them, you're gonna be in Dallas. January 25th, they're gonna be in Dallas.
Okay, cool. Let Kyrie work into his curse-breaking experience.
Exactly. But, I mean, that's enough about basketball. Y'all comment down below how y'all feel about these games, how y'all feel about the standings and these teams. But time to talk about some new music. It's Christmas, holidays.
Merry Dragon Ball Christmas. We got Santa brought you new music and instead of Cole. So let's see what we got for the new music. But before we do that, we got Music Mix number 5. Make sure you check that out.
The new song, Alley Boy, featuring Young L.A.
Yeah, Alley Boy's still alive?
Yeah, he dropped
Shout out my dog, Alley Boy.
This video's like only a month or two old.
Nice.
And then I see Young L.A. got his new hairstyle. He look like
It's a no from me, dog.
It's a no. You like the hairstyle?
No.
You know, he futuristic with it.
He ain't Roscoe Dash.
Hey, he don't want to say
Mr. R-E-S-C-O-E.
I seen Roscoe Dash trying to do an interview on ATL. He talked about everything. But moving on, we got the awesome new music that dropped this week. We got that SZA that dropped. I didn't know Untitled Chapter dropped. I have to check that out. G Herbo, he pissed me off.
Was that Sluffin' season?
Yep.
Sounds like your type of season. G Herbo with the con tape because he launched his own app and put his tape only on the app, which is a jerk move.
Probably come out like the end of the year.
Anyone else we know? Mozzie,
the Lucky Hair album. That was alright.
Baby did a deluxe.
I didn't listen to the Sada Baby Deluxe. Loose Soldier, I think I see it, but I didn't listen to the whole thing.
Your dog, Burna Boy.
Burna Boy dropped?
Rob 49.
Burna Boy.
Singles.
Oh, yeah. Burna Boy dropped the single. I think it's been shown with Chloe Bailey. You know, Rod 49 always dropping them hits. D Savage, don't listen to him. The Gunna job. God damn. I'm surprised you put a right face on his face.
Ooh. Oh. I'll let your boyfriend live.
But moving on to my pick of the week. You know I got that Last Lap, Ride the Wave.
This is a rapper that sits on the couch?
You're a hater.
It's not him?
Disrespect my co-host in the comment.
Like, I can't put my cup down.
Oh, no.
I can never put down the cup.
Rod Wave got way more skills than that. Like I said.
What's that dude's name?
I forgot his name. The big dude name, Big Heavy D? I don't know. But yeah, so you have that big dude that my coach is talking about. But 23 tracks, I would say out of 23 tracks, I got
3 of them are good.
No. I mean, I got like 5 of them on heavy rotation. 5 on heavy rotation. The other ones are too emotional for me. You know that Federal Nightmares is fired. That song you got with Lil Baby is good. The song with Rollo Rodriguez is good. Bachelor's good. I mean, it's a couple songs on here that I like. The other ones are too emotional for me. I ain't really trying to get on my emotional tip. But I mean, if you like some good music, you want to play it, you want to feel something, play some Ride Wave. That's my music pick of the week. But then you got my co-host.
Shout out to GOAT. Ball Out Baby. Dropping Ball Out Baby 3. Ball No NBA 3, excuse me. 17 tracks, man. I couldn't ask for more. Multiple features from Chief Keef. He got Chief Keef on there like 3-4 times.
Yep.
He got Tato rapping. He got doo-wop rapping. And a bunch of songs that he did himself. He absolutely killed it. Wasn't expecting this. This is definitely a Christmas gift. Check out Ball No NBA 3. I love the intro track, Ball Out Baby. Definitely brings back memories like we're 2012, 2013 again. But check out this album. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere you get your music. Make sure you're checking out Ball Out. And, you can see his Instagram at Ball Out.
Facts, man. I do like this. I'm really surprised that Chief Keef was actually on this many songs of Ball Out. You really don't see that often. At least you have like one or none. So, I mean, in this one, I definitely like that. He was on the intro. Yeah, I definitely need to check out that Ball Out. But moving on.
Mr. One
Take. But, it's One Take, Jesse J. I did the show. It's Christmas. It's Christmas week.
Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas Hanukkah to you and your family. Happy holidays. Happy whatever you celebrate. Except for the people that believe in aliens. No, I'm just kidding. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, happy holidays to everybody there. Follow us, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. At Papa Oblak, at Felix Supreme on Twitter, aka X. Scan the QR codes, TikTok QR code. Follow us before TikTok is taken down, and we're gonna go back to Vine. Scan the QR code for our Crib Reactions Instagram, so you can know when you're dropping anything on a reaction channel or music reaction channel. Crib Reactions, and then Tales from the Crib. This podcast has its own Instagram page, Tales from the Crib, and then check out all of our channels, TFTC Clips, TFTC Gaming, Crib reactions get us to 15,000 subs. But hold on, DJ Gummy Bear.
What we got?
I gotta bring the tunes back if it lets me. Oh. Ho, 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 like Santa would say. Here we go. Yeah, we're rocking around this Christmas tree. Make sure you're smoking some Christmas tree this Christmas. It's Chico Grande, Chico 2 times, Felix Supreme 305. Like, comment, subscribe. Tales from the Crib. We will see you next week. Happy holidays and a Merry Christmas to you.
See you, Mariana.